have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our
Hello?
Hello.
Who is this?
You don't know me. I am a hacker.
Okay.
I'm here to teach you and your subscribers how to take advantage of subscribing to your Twitch channel for free, which will heap upon you riches. Are you interested?
Sure. I mean, is it allowed?
Don't you worry if it's allowed or not. Jeff Bezos will never find out.
Ooh, I wouldn't say his name.
Fine, I won't say his name. Alright, here's what you do. Go to twitch.tv and register an account. It's free. All you have to do is associate the same email that you use on Amazon with Twitch. Glorious.
Wait, how do you have my... Are you shushing me?
Hush. Next, go to gaming.amazon.com. When you get there, it'll show you logged in if you're logged into your Amazon account.
Wait, you have my Prime account too?
If not, log in. Once there, you'll see an option to link Twitch account. Click on that button. Then a pop-up will happen. It will say link your Twitch and Amazon accounts. Simply click on link accounts. You'll get confirmation that you want to link your account, and just hit confirm. Congratulations! You've linked your accounts! Now all you have to do is come back to twitch.tv/CSEN Chicago. In the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a purple button that says subscribe. When you click on that button, you have the option to register for free with your Prime account. When you click on that button, you scroll down, you'll see a 1-month option, and you'll be able to do it for free with your Amazon account. That's it. Now you'll have to set it up every month, but it costs you nothing and gives Comedysportz half of the subscription rate a normal subscriber would pay. It's like stealing money from you-know-who.
Wow, that was super easy. But I think it is allowed. I think that's the whole point.
Say nothing!
Okay. Wow, and we get half of every person who registers?
Half!
And they don't have to pay anything?
Nothing!
Well, there you have it, loyal fans. It's as easy as that. Simply connect your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and it helps raise money for CSEN and Comedysportz Chicago. Thanks, mysterious stranger.
You're quite welcome, Jason.
How did you get my number?
This New Year's Eve, Comedysportz Chicago cordially invites you to pour yourself a glass of champagne, snuggle up with your loved ones, and ring in the new year with warmth and laughter. For 24 hours straight!
I'm sorry. What?
Hello? Who goes there? Oh my gosh. Are you an elf?
No. Yes.
Wow, a real Christmas elf. What's your name, little guy?
I'm Beauregard Sparkle Buns.
What?
But don't call me that. I'm trying to go incognito. Call me something innocuous like Twinkle Lips Fizzy Pants or Plumberry Fuzzy Chuckles.
No. You're a long way from the North Pole. Are you running away?
Hey, don't judge me, Gigantor. You would too if you had to spend every day working overtime to spread joy and cheer to all the children of the world.
I don't know, that sounds like fun.
Well, you've clearly never spent a year in a Furby factory. Those eyes, so haunting. I'm up to my sugar plums with work, and I can't relax. I just wish somebody would bring me joy and cheer for once.
Well, have you heard of Comedysportz?
Oh, the famous improv show where it's not comedy about sports, but comedy played as a sport?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Oh. Well, we have shows every Friday and Saturday night at 7:30 Central Standard Time, and each show has 2 matches in it. So that's 4 times the fun. It's perfect for anyone needing to take the edge off during this very stressful holiday season.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Plus, we at Comedysportz are working overtime to bring joy and cheer to the world. We've added extra matches on December 21st, 22nd, 24th, and 28th at 7:30 p.m.
Wow, that's great. I feel more relaxed already.
Are you finding your Christmas spirit again?
As it turns out, it was in here the whole time.
In your heart?
No, in my phone. The ghost of Christmas present keeps trying to call me, and I do not want to get to know him better, man. Well, I guess I should be heading back up to the North Pole. I'll have to tell all the elves about Comedysportz.
We look forward to seeing you. Merry Christmas, Beauregard.
Merry Christmas, Jason. Oh, and Jason, look under your seat.
Hey, I don't see anything.
Sucker!
I just woke up from a nap, and now I'm ready to celebrate Hanukkah. And you can celebrate too. That's right. Oh, come, join me and Bubby. I can't do sour cream anymore, though.
Okay, that's about your lactose problems.
That does sound like a good investment opportunity. Oh, hello. I'm high-powered business executive Jason Geis. I'm here to ask you, what are you doing for your company's holiday party this year? No plans yet? Well, let me tell you what every high-powered executive needs is an interactive virtual holiday party featuring Comedysportz. Why Comedysportz? Because nobody understands high-pressure situations and battling it out in the boardroom better than competitive improv with 2 teams battling each other for the ultimate dominance. The best part is your HR rep will love it. I know mine did, because it's completely family friendly, which means you can bring all the kids. Your RSVP list can be through the roof. Oh, sorry. Opportunity's calling. I have to answer. Will you? Hey, how are you? Hey, loyal fans. What are you doing midweek? You know, Wednesdays? What else you got going on? Well, I got something.
See you coming closer from across the room. My heart is pounding really fast. I don't know what to do. Could we fall in love in this winter wonderland?
Hello, and welcome everyone to the Comedy Sports Network. This is CNCN on Twitch, and you are here live, and we are ready to go. Now, this is CSEN Network, home of Comedy Sports. I'm going to throw a real quick poll in the chat right there, and see who's here new and who's not here. I'm trying to talk over the music that's playing. I hope I'm coming through good. There. So who's new in the chat? Who's not? What is comedy sports? Comedy sports is competitive improv. It's not comedy about sports, it's comedy played as a sport. We have two teams. We have the Kenosha Kickers, dressed in red. They've challenged our hometown team, then champions, the downtown Chicago Bosses, to a match tonight. The Bosses will be dressed in blue. Comedy sports is fueled on improv and suggestions from you. So in the chat, let me have, how about this? What would be an activity if you could do it for the rest of your life? That would be your activity. Maybe not a job, but that's just, you get to do this. Like maybe sit out on the beach all day, maybe surf. If it was up to me, I'd be a gentleman of the rails. Yes, I would ride like a hobo and eat beans and visit every corner of this great country of ours on a train. I'd love that. Throw that activities in the chat for me. Something you'd like to do for the rest of your life. Let's make them active. Let's make them togetherness and all that. Let's not make them sleeping. What is it? Okay, comedy sports, two teams, improv fuels that. It is also a sport. So we have fouls. The fouls that you'll see in we have are at Comedy Sports. We think it's a family show, or we believe it's a family show. It's a show for all ages, a show for everyone. So we don't dip our toe in the canyon of regret and say something lewd, crude, bathroom type. We don't say any of that. We also don't want anybody in our chat saying that. Now, if one of my players says it, the referee tonight will blow her whistle and call the brown bag foul, and that foul will one person will get that foul, and it could be 1 point, it could be 5 points, depending on the severity of the foul. Now, if I see something going on in the chat, we've got a little robot called the brown bag bot, and that brown bag bot robot monitors the chat. Now, if you say something that the brown bag robot or I don't like, or our technical director, Jason Geist, doesn't like, we may send you a little private message saying, no, don't do that. If you do it twice or do it again or continue to do it, we're just going to ask you to leave a room, kick you out. That robot doesn't. Like the robot then turns from Matrix to Octopus, goes after you, kicks you out of the room, never to be seen again. Let's see. I've covered suggestions. I've covered the sport. One thing, another thing. Like the chat I just put up in the poll to see who's here and who's not. We're going to put polls up in the chat on voting. Now, you have to vote. Voting is so important. We learned that this year. Voting is so important. So vote. You can vote for one team. You can vote for the other team. You can't vote for both teams. Vote one or the other. Those will come up when we need a vote going on for that stuff. I think I'm done. I'm going to go get our players out of our virtual locker room, and let's start this Comedy Sports. Oh, loyal fans, we have an epic match for you tonight. I am very, very excited. We've got, dressed in red, the Kenosha Kickers. They're going to be challenging all night long your hometown team and defending champions, the downtown Chicago Bosses. The Kickers, all the way from Kenosha, they are a rough and ready to scrabble team. So let's have them run out on the field, and let's meet your dressed in red, your Kenosha Kickers. Leading off for the Kickers, we have the one, the only, Mo Phillips Spots. Back him up, Matt Elwell. And captain of those Kickers, my good friend, Rob Bobrowski. Now, please, in the chat, put some 6s and 7s up there as we welcome down your hometown team, the downtown Chicago Bosses. They are champions right now, and leading off for the Bosses, the one, the only, Natalie Younger. Backing him up is Nick Hasselbach. And captain of the Bosses, Carly Kohake. Now, please put that book down, Carly, and let's welcome your referee for tonight's match, the one, the only. It's Bethany Rimley.
It's me. Hi,
It's you.
Hollers.
Hi, Bethany. How are you doing today?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good. It was a good day.
Good. I think so too. It's almost the holiday season. Everybody's going to take a little time off, I hope. Welcome to Comedy Sports. We hope you're kicking off your vacation with us tonight. It's a big night for me. I'm going to try reffing while standing the whole time tonight.
I do it all the
And
time.
while we were going through the intros, I understood the pun behind share some holiday cheer for the first time. So anything can happen. We can all come together. So Hars gave
Brave
you a
new
little...
world, Bethany.
Thank you, my friend. Thank
Yeah.
you. The world's my oyster.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't get sick from it. Welcome. We're so excited. Tonight we have an epic battle. Hars already explained we're going to have two teams battling it out all night long. He explained the brown bag foul. However, there is an additional foul I will have to explain, which is our technical foul. And this will happen if at any point technology fails us, which it could at any time if someone is on mute, or it could be a problem in chair or a problem in computer. Who's to say? So either way, if a team member commits a technical foul, I will blow my whistle, call that foul, and they will potentially lose points or have to do something that I decide that will help them lose dignity, whatever the case may be.
Oh, no, dignity.
So, yeah. Dignity's expensive these days. There's not a lot of it when you're eating Doritos while laying down on your couch and just wiping the Dorito all over yourself.
Gross.
Sorry.
I don't like Doritos, so it's...
Oh, that's a shame because they're America's chip. Anyways, welcome. I think that's all I have to say, right?
Yeah, I think you're good.
Got everything that we need. I think the loyal fans are ready. Get excited in the chat, slam your keyboard, and let me get my captains to the screen. Hello, Captain Carly, Captain Rob, please finger gun at each other.
Pew 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 pew.
Okay.
Oh, I'm hit.
This isn't a Star Trooper battle, all right?
A what battle?
You get it. You get it. All right, so captains, this is going to be quite a match, and the momentum could shift right now because we are going to do a coin toss to determine who will call and challenge this opening head-to-head. So to do this, I want each of you, and this again will be based on quality and not speed, bring me a decorative item that you don't think you should have out anymore. That you've had, that's just there, it's filling space, but maybe you're like, I really got to put something else there, or I don't really like it. All right, and begin.
Okay.
Bethany, I have watched your precious dog Annie a few times, and I remember I know your house. What would be the one thing that you would have brought if you were placed this challenge?
You know what, I was thinking about that, and I have a dead plant.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That really should, we should say our goodbyes. And you know what, I've been in Pittsburgh for almost 6 weeks.
That plant's gone. Yeah,
that plant is.
It's just another. Now it's just food for another plant, maybe.
Yes. Yeah. I'm also excited about this coin toss, can I say, because I know Carly has a lovely place that she puts a lot of time and thought into, so choosing something she doesn't like will be interesting.
Yeah.
It's in his parents' basement.
Yeah.
So who knows what he could find. All right. So, Carly, I'm going to have you go first because you're the home team. What do you have for me?
Oh, thank you. So when I was in college, I went to an art fair in Columbus, Ohio, and I bought this very beautiful fabric piece. It's stretched taut, and it's lived with me for many years. I'm not going to say how many. My best friend's boyfriend was upset that I paid for it And so he went to his grandpa's and guilted his grandpa into making me this. And
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
and
see-
it's
I see
very
that now.
flimsy. It's about to fall apart. But you know what? I can't throw away art.
That's fair. So that's your submission. Okay, perfect. I like that we had a setup to understand why.
Thank
All
you.
right, now, Rob, what do you have?
Well, as I believe I overheard, you are correct. I am in my parents' basement, so I don't feel comfortable taking anything off the walls. So what I found was this horse head bottle opener, and as we all know, the Kentucky Derby doesn't happen anymore. So get out of here. Maybe I misunderstood what to get. This is the closest thing to me.
I have to say, Rob, I literally see behind you a shelf with 100 decorative items.
I'm not going to touch that stuff. That's my stepmom. She'll get mad.
Carly wins.
That's fine. That's
You gotta
fine.
take a risk.
I'm
like
not going to get
Carly
her.
did
I'm not going to
buying
upset
art
her.
in
I'm not going to
college.
upset her.
Thank you. I was really betting on my aesthetic later in my life.
Yeah, and you know what? It finally paid off. Carly,
Yeah.
what would you like to challenge the kickers to?
Yes. I would like to challenge them to our best games categories.
Ooh, Captain Rob, do you accept?
Yeah, I do. Joke's
Did
on
your-
them. We're good too.
Yeah, does your stepmom accept?
I don't know. She's not here.
Okay,
so I guess
fine.
I could have
We'll
touched that
play it
stuff.
anyways. Captains, field your team. For this game of categories, we will be going lightning round. I'll be calling out the players to give me something in a category. So from you all, I will need suggestions of those categories, like colors. That's a lot of things. Colors. There's a lot of colors that makes it a category. This is how it's defined in the dictionary. So give me some of those suggestions in the chat. But at any time, we'll start off with one of those. And if I hear something else that piques my interest, that's possibly another category or part of another category, like a Venn diagram, I will say, which is also a, and they will have to keep going. You'll catch on pretty fast in that category. All right. Ooh, these are some great ones coming through. Pocho de San Pancho, you are a human after my own heart. We're going to start it here with West Wing characters. West Wing characters. Hars, you will also be an excellent judge of this, as am I. All right, players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Carly.
Claudia Jean.
Natalie.
Joshua Lyman.
Matt.
Kobe Ziegler.
Rob.
President Bartlett.
Nick.
The Vice President.
Mo.
Secretary of State.
Carly.
Abigail Bartlett.
Carly.
Zoe Bartlett.
Rob.
Timothy Busfeld. He plays the reporter for the New York Times.
Which is, the New York Times is also
A thing you can read.
Ooh, a thing you can read. Matt.
Maps.
Natalie.
Cards.
Mo.
Manga.
Nick.
Really good cereal boxes.
Natalie.
The world.
No, you know what? I let you go with cards. I thought maybe you would think of something else you can read, but you are out of here.
I read so much.
Natalie is removed because she has displeased me, which is really how this game works. And the team with the most remaining players at the end will earn 5 big points and kick off this match officially in the lead. Let's get me another one. Oh, my dad went to high school with. That's cool. Ooh, types of cookies. Yum, yum, yum. Types of cookies. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Nick.
Gingerbread.
Matt.
Ones you gotta accept to use the internet.
Rob.
Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookies.
Mo.
Sugar cookies.
Carly.
Oatmeal cookies.
Matt.
Peanut butter cookies.
Matt.
Molasses cookies.
Which is also a.
Thing I called myself on Match.com in the first
Ooh, okay.
2000s.
I like it. Match.com. Nick.
Scothan 24.
Rob.
Big Loves 50.
Mo.
Full-figured Betty.
Carly.
Popping collars, double O.
Nick.
Harvard Law. Not!
Which is also a...
Really cool saying from the movie Borat.
Matt.
I stole this woman out of a bookstore.
Rob.
My wife.
Carly.
It's my daughter.
Mo.
This is the date, today's date, our date. It's our wedding date. You're my wife now.
Okay. Rob.
So you babysit my daughter?
You know what? I don't know. Now I'm tired of Borat. I'm sorry,
That's fair.
Rob. You are out of here. I didn't know when my Borat limit would be hit, and it was just then, and he suffered for it. I'm so
Everybody
sorry.
has one.
Another suggestion.
Mine was
Ooh,
before
that was
this
Mario.
game.
That gave me West Wing characters. Thank you. Ooh. Pet names. Pet names. Ooh, Marletta, that's again. Sorry, I'm going with it. It's too good. Pet names is your suggestion. All right, who have we got up here? Nick.
Buffy.
Carly.
Weewa.
Matt.
Percy.
Mo.
Henry.
Carly.
Claudia.
Nick.
Ford.
Mo.
Armageddon.
Which is also a
character from Doctor Who.
Matt.
Morbius.
Carly.
The doctor himself.
Nick.
The telephone booth?
I'll take it.
How dare
Matt.
you. Drax.
Mo.
Donna Noble.
Matt.
Rassilon.
Mo.
Martha Jones.
Matt.
Omega.
Carly.
The newspaper salesman.
I'm sorry, Carly. You are out of here. And you know what? That was a confidence one because I didn't know. And I think it was a telephone booth. How about that? All right.
There is a
Last one up
character
for the bosses. Let's see if the kickers can take it here. More suggestions. Bring them to me. Oh my gosh, Canadian cities. I'll take it. Canadian cities. Players, are you ready?
Yeah. Hartford.
Matt.
Calgary.
Mo.
Quebec.
Matt.
Montreal.
Mo.
Toronto.
Matt.
Ottawa.
Nick.
Vancouver.
Matt.
North Brunswick.
Mo.
South Brunswick.
I'm not buying it. Out of here. All right. We got one round left. Give me some.
Bethany, just to let you know, we lost the fans of South Brunswick.
Oh no, sorry.
They just all left. Yeah.
All I'm saying is like Nick, the name Nick over and ooh, this is good. Okay, I'm gonna take it. All right, so we've got Nick versus Matt. We're gonna start with gyro toppings, and that's how we say it in Pittsburgh.
Oh.
We say gyro because you don't go work out at the gym. Okay. Gyro toppings, Nick.
That like cream sauce.
No!
Tzatziki, you monster! It's tzatziki sauce!
You're out of here!
I called it
cream. The kickers!
What? It's just
Onion, tomato!
It's cream.
Oh, what an epic round of categories that was.
Oh my gosh, I got lost in it a few times, I'll be honest. We played that for a while and I appreciate everyone's patience. All right, now let me get Captain Rob to the people.
Hi, Bethany.
Hello, Captain Rob. You went out on the Borat foul. My wife.
My wife.
But your team still won, so you get to kick off this team choice round. What do you want to play?
Ooh, you know what? I want to do a bunch of scenes, but there's only 3 of us, so I need a 4th. So if we can borrow Hars, because I like to play the game of Foursquare, please.
Okay, well, you can't ask me. You have to ask Hars.
Hars, come play with us.
Okay.
Cool.
It's gonna happen. Excellent. Field your teams and Hars. So the way this is going to go is the players are going to be doing 4 different scenes, and at any point I can switch between those scenes. So I could say switch right, and they would move that way, and it would be 2 of them, and then switch left, and so on. Please let me know if that's incorrect. All right. So to get them started, we're going to need some different suggestions. So first we have Matt and Hars up at the top. So for them, let's get a time period in history. While you're thinking of that and typing in a time period in history, I will also look for a click in high school. A click in high school. Oh, yes. Okay, perfect. I love, ooh, these are good. These are really good. All right, so for Matt and Hars, your suggestion is going to be the time in history I find the most interesting, the Cold War. The Cold War. Thank you, Amanda. So now for Hars and Rob, they're going to be, yearbook, in the yearbook. Excellent, yearbook. All right, so for my next group, let's get a suggestion of, give me a European accent, and then also, I would love a strong emotion. So European accent and a strong emotion. Perfect. Oh, these are good. You know what? Somebody put them together. That's not how I intended it, but I have to take it. So for you guys, it's going to be Polish love.
Oh.
Polish love.
Okay.
Polish love. And then for Matt and Mo, I'm just going to take disappointed. Disappointed.
Correct.
So let's recap those really quickly. So Matt and Hars.
Cold War.
Cold War, Hars and Rob.
Yearbook.
Yearbook, perfect. Mo and Rob.
Polish love.
And then switch left. Perfect.
Disappointed.
Disappointed. Perfect. Sorry, I switched up how we were saying it. Let's switch right or left. Yeah, switch right. Yeah, let's start with Rob and let's start here. Let's start with Polish love. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Begin.
I couldn't find roses, Betsy, so I brought you just some pierogies, but I put a little rose on top.
Oh my god. Steven, that is the most romantic thing you could ever have given me. Thank you.
Oh, really?
I
just panicked.
Like, how dare you?
Excuse me?
How dare you,
Excuse me?
Celia? I'm judging you, and you have been
Jeffrey.
found wanting.
It's your cat. How is it my problem?
Because we both live here, and so does the cat, and it's communal living. It's
Look,
in loco parentis, so
when
you're
you
part
wanted
parentis.
to enter, when you wanted to enter that cat pageant, I told you Fluffy was not ready, but here we are in last place.
I also have some kielbasas, but I don't know. I don't know what to do with those. Again, I panicked. There wasn't flowers at the store.
Did you get sauerkraut to go with it? Because that's the way real love is.
Really? Oh, I can go grab some. Sorry, I don't.
You don't have it already?
No, I'm not. Okay. I believe we have all the sections ready to put into the book. If you could please review them for me, Clyde, or run through them. What sections do we currently have?
Well, first of all, it's all students. And then we go to special groups. We go to band, marching band, and then orchestra band.
Okay.
Special projects. Art.
Clyde, I'm gonna stop right there. I think we can just combine all the bands and save what seems like 17 pages.
Well, and you know.
Did you see the latest fax?
Yeah. I run to the fax machine every time because one day they're going to perfect it and then they're going to get me a cheeseburger out of it.
I see.
Yeah.
But we have missiles nearby.
Right. They're coming. I think there's time. We can either...
You seem very relaxed about this.
This happens all the time. It's your first week there, Sven. It's fine. This happens constantly.
That's terrifying. Are we really this close to a nuclear war?
Every time.
Which right?
Okay. So we cut those out, and we can save costs by just making it a pamphlet, not an actual book.
Like 3 pages. Like
Yeah.
like a little foldy thing. Yeah.
People have older memories in their phones these days. They don't need a whole book.
They don't need a... I'm with you at all. Now, Mrs. Schlattke is going to fight you on this.
Bring it.
Push left.
Bluff. Oh, wait. Fax machine. Communism.
See, the missiles left. They just veered off.
You.
Which left?
You have upset Fluffy. I'm very disappointed.
Fluffy, I'm so sorry. I know how much you love and care about this pageant. You just weren't ready, and I didn't want you to be disappointed.
Can't you sugarcoat it?
Switch left.
So I brought actual roses this time. They had plenty of sauerkraut, but I figured this would be a little more actual romantic.
You don't love me, do you?
No, wait.
All right, loyal fans, keep that game locked away in your brain because you're going to have to vote on it after we see this game from the bosses. Captain Carly to the screen.
Hello.
Hello, Captain Carly. You have to compete against a game that used 4 people and a circle that was hard for me to navigate. What would you like to call to compete against that?
Technically, circles don't have any sides, so they can't have 4. But I am going to combat them with book club.
Ooh, I accept. Field your team. All right, so for the game of book club, this is going to be fun. So Nick is going to be able to say whatever he wants throughout the scene. He can use all the words in his beautiful little brain hole, and he can say whatever he wants. But Carly and Natalie are only going to be able to use words off of the page, the written words. So from you guys, I need some suggestions of literary genres. Both of these ladies are big readers. They've got a wide swath of library for themselves, so they can choose from anything. Give me literary suggestions. All of a sudden, the chat goes quiet. All right, let's see. Ooh, these are good. These are good. All right. Okay, so let's get. Oh, I like that. Okay, so Carly, for you, I would like a mystery bonus if it is romantic, a romantic mystery. And then Natalie, I'm hoping you have this, and I'm hoping this doesn't put you, but like, I really love this suggestion. I want to see a self-help book. A self-help book. Perfect. I have them. I have a lot of them. I read them about halfway. Oh, and then Nick, you get to just use your brain hole. I explained it.
I just want the crowd to know that I also read a lot of books and have a lot of books in my apartment too. So.
What's a recent book you've read?
Oh, you don't want to know what I'm reading right now?
Oh, sure. Oh, he has one.
I'm reading a new history of classical rhetoric.
Oh, that's a page
So,
turner.
you know, like, I'm reading about Cicero right now.
Okay. What's a classical rhetoric?
It's basically looking at. Wait, what? Sorry. Oh, it looks like we're back.
Okay. Good job with that post-it note as your book mark too.
It's a real bookmark. It's a real bookmark. It's not a post-it.
Okay, sure. It looks like it.
Well,
all
I
right.
don't care what you think.
Perfect. So we have our books for our players. We have Nick. So let's just get a suggestion. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take something else. Well, as a suggestion. Oh, you know what? I will take this. You know, I'm gonna do 70s cop show as your suggestion. You can use that however you like for this game of book club. Players, we'll give it one moment. Are you ready?
Yes. Okay, Brodsky, into my office now. Bronsky.
She's a big lass. She's a bony lass, and she likes
she's
her
big
beer.
and bony, okay? And she's not gonna confess unless we get in there and show her what we're made of, okay, Bronsky?
Trish loved them.
Bronsky, you're cracking, all right? And it's really ticking my jaw, okay, Bronsky? Now look, we got 4 kids in this town who've all disappeared next to the oatmeal factory, and we need to know what happened to them. And she's the only one who knows, Bronsky. Oh.
All he wanted to do was lie down.
Hello, Sarge. How's it going?
Like any tool, the grid can be used imaginatively or unimaginatively.
Sarge. So what we're doing is we're making a map of where all those kids disappeared from. Don't worry about it, okay? In fact, I'm gonna go get the map right now. I'll show it to you guys. I'll be right back, okay? Bronsky, let's go.
As an organizing device, the grid provides means to give maximum legibility to many different kinds of visual information.
Father has his keys now, and he's edging towards the foyer, saying he should go without him.
No, I'm not in the foyer, okay? I'm here, back in the investigation room. Because look, she's gone and she took the map, okay? And now a 5th kid's gone, okay? We need to get down to the oatmeal factory and find out what happened to those kids. Sarge, what?
The mark is clearly handmade.
That's what I'm saying. I know she's in on it. That's why we brought her in. But Bronsky keeps cracking. Can't get her to talk.
Too mortified to say anything.
Bronsky, you're 3 years from retirement, okay? It's no time for you to be acting all willy-nilly, button mouth, okay?
It would be stripped of his good name and his priesthood.
Bronsky, we don't care about your brother who's a priest, okay? You're a cop. You need to get your head in the game, all right?
That's time! Yes. All right, Hearts, take a point away from me because I forgot to let them introduce their books, which I realized about 10 seconds into the game.
Okay.
And they're not on the screen, but shout out players what you had. First, we'll have Carly. What were you having? Reading?
My mystery romance was The Lonely Polygamist.
Ooh, it was a mystery, and that does sound a little saucy. And then from the out there, Natalie, what were you reading?
Oh, I was reading the 2nd edition of Visual Forces. This is my self-help book, was a design book, an introduction to design.
Oh, beautiful. Perfect. And while we were hearing that...
And a new history of classical rhetoric.
Yes, classical indeed. Perfect. So now you see that poll up in the chat. Please go ahead and vote on which of those teams deserve 5 big points. Matt is apparently reading a manual to the Civilization video game.
That's right.
Perfect.
Civilization 5.
Ooh, we've got those channel points popping in.
Yes, Bethany. The poll is done. The winners have been determined, and the 5 points go to your downtown Chicago bosses.
Whoa. That is 5 points. So that makes it a tie match at this moment, correct?
Correct. Despite
Excellent.
myself performing, I don't think I'll ever get asked again.
I mean, could you have been the factor? I don't know. That's something you're going to have to sit with tonight.
I have so many other things to sit with.
Yeah, like pillows. Okay, so now we are going to go back to this grudge match. Give me my captains back on the screen. Captain
Hello.
Rob, Captain
Oh.
Carly, please finger gun each other at each other again.
Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew pew
I
pew.
like it.
Ah!
Okay, Carly, too intense, Carly.
I've been hit.
Okay, settle down now, captains. All right, so now this is a tie match, which means if Rob is willing to take something off of that shelf, I will let him challenge in the next
Okay.
round. But he's got to take a real risk.
Okay,
You gotta
It
show
has to be his stepmoms, though.
Okay,
It
I'm
has
going
to be your
for it.
stepmoms.
I'm going for it. Hang on.
And bring it to show us.
Oh,
I swear,
stepmoms.
if this is not his
He
stepmom,
looks
like it's a
nervous.
gift
I
from
can see
his
it.
dad to his stepmom.
Walk carefully. Okay, what is it?
It's like a turtle thing.
Oh, that does look dangerous, Rob. You. Whoa!
Oh. Oh, I think it's an ashtray. Oh, neat.
Oh,
This is nice.
Very classy.
Oh, it's like felt up here. Oh, that's not bad.
a felt ashtray?
Oh, I
That
dropped
seems
it.
dangerous.
Let's go. Start the show.
Okay. Rob, what are you going to challenge the bosses to? You earned that with your risk taking.
Oh, thank you. I'm terrified. Let's challenge the boss to the game of Jimmy the Pigeon.
Excellent. Carly, do you accept?
I do. Thank
As
you very
do
much
I.
for asking.
Of course.
Field your team. You guys have too many best games. I'm on to your shenanigans. All right, so for the game of Jimmy the Pigeon, we are going to go straight for the joke, whereas what we've done before was definitely high art. Please check out the Herald, Truth and Comedy. So we are going to be playing Jimmy the Pigeon, and I'll need a lot of suggestions from you. So start typing in nouns in the chat. Persons, places, things, anything like that. And the way it'll work is, the setup is the suggestion word banana. I might say, hey, you guys, you see the one about Jimmy the Banana? And Hars will say,
No, I didn't.
he'll say something like that. And I'll say, oh, well, they've peeled the skin right off of him.
Oh.
That's horrible.
It's horrible. It's terrible. But we're doing this as mobsters. You hear the one about Jimmy the Pigeon. You'll get it. Perfect. So now let's see some suggestions. Ooh, a great one. Oh, from our evergreen fan, Mark Wilder. Let's take piano. Piano is your suggestion for Jimmy the Piano. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Matt.
Did you hear about Jimmy the Piano?
No.
He's gonna do time. He got caught in a minor key.
That was a twofer there. The
Yeah.
MD
Ba-dum.
Ryan already thought you made the joke. Nick.
Hey, did you hear this one about Jimmy the Piano?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, he got into a real bad run-up with Steinway and Sons. And he's dead now, because they killed him.
Stop.
They killed, all right.
Mo.
Did you hear the one about Jimmy the Pigeon?
No.
I hear he's singing a different tune these days.
Oh. Natalie.
Hey, did you hear about Jimmy the Piano?
Hey, no.
I heard that they took him out back and they broke ebony bone in his body.
All right, Carly, I'm gonna put you in the burn box. We're gonna get a new suggestion. If she's able to make me laugh or Hars laugh, she will get 1 bonus point. If she doesn't, they will lose a point from their score.
Can I get a point each because you're individuals? A point for you and a point for hers?
I'll take
It's a
it
fair
because
deal.
that's math, but
Yeah,
don't
fair
correct
deal.
me again. I have low self-esteem and I have to be right. All right, your suggestion is going to be juice box. Juice box is your suggestion. Carly.
Hey, did you hear the one about Jimmy the Juice Box?
Oh, no.
Well, he left town right after he got squeezed.
You guys both, that's 2 points to the bosses. That's 2 points to the bosses. All right, and that's the only juice box one I want, to be quite honest. Let's switch it over to remote control. Remote control players. Natalie.
Hey, did you hear about Jimmy the remote control?
No.
No.
Well, he pressed all the boss's buttons.
Roku.
Hey, did you hear about Jimmy the remote control?
No.
Well, I don't want to talk out of turn, but his batteries are dead.
Matt.
Did you hear about Jimmy, the remote control?
No.
He was very popular at the dawn of MTV and launched a very promising career for the host.
Helen
Nick.
Quinn.
Nick.
Hey, did you hear the one about Jimmy the remote control?
No.
Yeah, well, he got into some bad stuff with Steinway and Sons, and they took him to the zenith. They took him to the zenith of his life, and they killed him.
Also, someone in the chat pointed out that Nick was wearing the same sunglasses as the cop, so I think that this monster was undercover. If you want to go deep into the plot of this match.
Bethany, there's a poll up. I accidentally typed 6 when I meant to type 5, so this round is worth 6 points.
6 points. 6 big points up for grabs. So was it the mob comedic stylings of the kickers, or was it the mob stylings of the bosses? Ooh, it's
and
coming
reminding
in.
our score, the bosses have 7, the kickers are 5.
Yes.
Alrighty, this poll is going to end very shortly here, folks.
Oh my gosh. A lot of channel.
A lot of channel points. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the end. Boom. Ooh. And with 57% of the vote, the bosses win again. The bosses win again.
Ugh, this is a tight match. This takes our score to what, Hars?
Well, it's not as tight as you think. The kickers have 5. The bosses have 13.
Woof. Well, it still is anyone's match because we are coming up on our hardest game of the match, our signature game. Can I get my captains to the screen? Rob, that's tough. That's tough.
It is tough. I'm upset.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Maybe you should touch another thing of your stepmother's.
I will not. That sounds dirty. I'm so upset. I got to leave the room in a little bit.
Oh, yeah, we're good. I was just about to ask you, for this game of 5 things, one member of each team to leave the screen, leave the room. Who's it going to be from your team, Rob?
Me. I'm mad. I got to take a walk.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's cold outside. Cool out. Carly, who's it going to be from your side?
It's going to be captain versus captain. It's going to be me.
Ooh, a captain showdown. Really, then, their team's performance is entirely in their hands. It's won or lost by the captains. So now we are going to get a lot of suggestions from you. This is the hardest game in comedy sports, 6 things. And the players will be competing against each other in a variety of items. So let's get our suggestions up on the screen for us. Hars earlier in the match asked for some activities. Oh, and here they are. Perfect. Excellent. So for these suggestions, you can see these activities. Each of the teams are going to have to get their member that went out of the room to guess these activities, but they're way too easy. We're going to mix it up. So for eating an orange, a cutie orange, let's get a suggestion of what is an animal you would love to have as a pet, but is completely impractical. Like, even if it were legal, completely impractical. And give me also, an international landmark. Okay, great. Oh, these are good. So, you know what? I'm going to take this. It is very impractical. A dinosaur. So the orange is going to be a dinosaur. And then you're going to be eating this orange. On the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is going to be your location.
Wonderful. Our next activity is playing the flute. For that, let me have a substance that's very, it's dangerous to touch, like fire. And for our second suggestion, let me have, how about this, a band that you think I listen to way too much. A band you think I personally, Har's sound director, listen to way too much. Awesome. As that comes in, okay, Bethany, the flute is Mercury.
Oh, that's
Mercury. Great. Yeah. And the band I listen to way too much is 100%, yes. No, 100%. Rush. Rush.
All right.
So you're playing the flute for Rush.
Perfect.
As like an audition.
Yeah, this is great. So your for third activity is watching monster trucks. Trucks. So give me a suggestion of what's a comfort food. So what's something that you've been eating maybe too much of in this quarantines. And then also give me a suggestion of who's a celebrity you think I have a crush on? Who's somebody that you think I fancy as a celebrity? Oh, this is great. Okay, so the monster trucks are going to be cornbread.
Mm-hmm.
So many of these are wrong. As far as my crush is. You know what? I do like her best. You're going to be with Lady Gaga.
Awesome. Your next thing is watching the opera. I'm going to take a couple earlier suggestions, Bethany. So watching opera, the opera singers are all kangaroos. And the opera itself is at the Great Wall of China.
Ooh, excellent. Perfect. So for telling the future, and these are the 5 and 6 rounds are 10-point rounds. So that means we can go a little bit crazier. Give me, who is somebody that you had? This is one of my favorites. Who's somebody that you had on your wall in your tween years? Somebody that you had a big crush on, like Devon Sawa was mine. Who is somebody that you loved? Oh, these are great. Bring them coming. And then another one is, what is a state in the Union? So not Illinois, because that's where we're based out of, so that's boring, but what's another state? Oh, excellent. You know what? I'm going to take, so the crystal ball you're using for telling the future, the crystal ball is going to be the head of John Travolta.
Okay.
And you're going to be doing this. You know what? I'll take it. Ohio. You'll be doing this in Ohio.
Wonderful. For our sixth activity, it's building a magic trick. First of all, how about this? Like Bethany said, the 10-point rounds are a little bit harder. So how about this? Let me have, if you couldn't live in your house and houses were no longer a thing, like where would you want to live? Like I would want to live in a railroad caboose. Where would you want to live? Type that in the chat. Like the Boxcar Children. But I don't want like a bunch of friends. I just want to be me in a caboose. And then how about this? Let's do what we're wearing when we're building the magic trick. Let me give you something. Put something in the chat that you wouldn't want to go outside with. Something that you're wearing that you wouldn't go and grab the paper, the mail, or anything. You wouldn't want to go outside. So, let's see. Okay. So we're I I'm gonna switch these up a bit. Or no, I'm not. We're building the magic trick. The magic trick we're building is a water tower. No. We're building the magic trick inside a water tower.
Okay.
Right? And what we're wearing is just slippers. Just slippers.
Okay, so the trick is inside of a water tower?
Correct.
Okay, that's cool. All right, hold on. I'm going to take this little screenshot for myself. The magic of technology. Perfect. Excellent. So now we have all of our suggestions. What's going to happen is when we're going to bring our players back onto the screen, and their team members are going to have to get them to guess each of those activities and all of the replacements. For every one they get correct, they will get 5 points, except for each one they get correct and all of the replacements, they will get 5 points, except for numbers 5 or 6, where they will earn 10. They will only have 90 seconds on the clock for each of these clues. They can stop and guess at any time, but only 90 seconds total. And their team members can only use mime, which is like, the world we're living in right now, or gibberish, which is what you sound like when your internet is spotty and you're on a Zoom call. It makes no sense, and everybody has to ask what you're saying. So for this, let's get our players back onto the screen. We're going to start with our bosses. And the opposing team, if at the end of 90 seconds that team does not get it, will have the opportunity to steal. All right, I think we have almost everything that we need, but Hars, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Do we have our players back? I'm missing one. Nope. Ooh, we never asked for our players back. That's my bad. Hars, are you going to let them know? I can grab them.
I can grab
the
one of them.
The magic of live theater. Come back. Oh, they're back. There's one.
They're back.
Rob's about to get that text message. He's coming. Excellent. We've got you now. All right. You're back. Bosses, are you ready? Carly, you're ready. All right. Take yourself off. Perfect, players. Bosses, are you ready for your first thing?
Yep.
Begin.
Scaraba. Oh, Scaraba, Baba, Scaraba. Oh, Scaraba, Scaraba. Ascaraka, Ascaraba. Ascaraba.
Escaba, swap, escaba, scoop, squap, squap, squap.
Ascaraba, Baba, Ascaraba, Ascaraba.
Escaba.
Ascaraba, Ascaraba, Baba.
Escaba.
One minute.
Ascaraba,
30 seconds, players, 30 seconds.
Ascaraba. Ascaraba. Beep, 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 beep. Ascaraba. 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 Oh, squawk. Ascaraba. Splooshies.
10 seconds.
Splooshies. Ascaraba.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is time. No more time.
That is time. Carly, for 5 big points, what are you doing? Give me all of it.
I am peeling a small fruit or a pear. And my pear is dinosaurs or dinosaur. And then my knife is the Australian Ocean.
You are not correct, but you are very close on all of these things. One you did get was a dinosaur. Rob, you have the opportunity to steal. Give it all to me. What are you going to do?
Okay, I am peeling a clementine. My clementine is, I'm going to say Jurassic Park, and I'm doing it in Australia?
Ooh, that was close. You were eating an orange, a cutie orange.
Oh.
The orange was a dinosaur, and you were it's near the Australian Ocean. It's the Great Barrier Reef.
Never heard of it.
Oh. Yeah, no. So no points awarded for that one, but we're going to move on to number two in just a second here. Perfect. All right. We've got our kickers ready for 5 big points. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Begin.
Ting, ting, ting.
Players 1 minute.
Baba Boosh. Baba Boosh.
Time. 30. They have 38 seconds.
38 seconds. We both got it. All right. Rob, for 5 big points, what are you doing?
I'm playing a flute. My flute is Mercury, and my conductor is Led Zeppelin.
You are playing the flute. The flute is Mercury, but you have to clean up the last thing. You have 38 seconds. Players.
Scuba. Scuba sky.
Scubba Baba?
30 seconds, players, 30 seconds.
Scubba Baba.
What's the time?
You've got 21 seconds left.
21 seconds left.
All right.
Rob, from the top, what are you doing?
I'm playing a flute. My flute is Mercury, and my conductor is... Quiet Riot. I got time. I want to clean it up.
21 seconds. You're going to clean it up. You also, I will say, it is not the band conductor either, red team. You got to clean up both of those pieces. Players, 21 seconds.
Scabba.
10 seconds, players. 10 seconds. You have 6 seconds left, Rob.
6 seconds left.
Oh, sorry.
This might be the record for most guesses. We're killing it. What do you got?
I'm playing a flute.
Yes.
My flute is Mercury, and the judges critiquing the playing of my flute is the band Queen.
That's not correct. 6 more seconds to clean it up. Players.
Okay. Scabba.
Two, one. No more seconds. No more seconds.
Oh,
Rob.
man. Okay.
For 5 big points, all you have to give me is who you're doing it for.
Doing it for a judge that's critiquing my playing on my flute. But that judge is the band Black Sabbath. I have no idea. I don't know.
No, that's not correct. That's so not correct. Oh, Carly, what is it?
I am playing the flute, not the piccolo. My flute.
I said flute.
You showed piccolo. And my flute is
all right. Okay.
Mercury.
I also said Clementine earlier, which was correct. But continue, Carly, please.
I like my time, Rob. I'd like to reclaim my time. And my flute is Mercury, and the judges are the great band AC/DC.
No! No! You're all wrong. It was the band Rush. And none of you were right. No points awarded. No points awarded. Take me to number 3. All right, we've got the bosses back up for number 3 for 3 big points. Or for 5 big points for number 3. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Skip it all. Skip it all. Skip it all. Skip it all. Skip it all.
One minute, players. 1 minute.
Chung 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 chung. Ha! Ascaraba. Ha! Ha! Ascaraba. Baba. Ascaraba. Ooh. Ascaraba. Think. Ascaraba. Baba. Ascaraba.
Players, 30 seconds.
Ascaraba. Ooh. Ascaraba. Ascaraba. Ababa.
Skip it away.
Excellent. Your score is 35 seconds. 35 seconds.
8 seconds.
We have
8
35 seconds. The announcer said it's legal. 35 seconds.
Carly, what are you doing?
I am driving NASCAR, and my car is cornbread, and I am racing against Lady Gaga.
You have all of the replacements correct, even what they are, but you do not have the activity correct. You have 8 seconds to clean it up. Players.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is time.
Carly, who are you with?
I'm with Lady Gaga.
And then what is the car? What did you say before? Shoot.
I am monster truck racing, and my monster truck is cornbread.
Yes, that's correct. Yes. That's 5 big points to the bosses. 5 big points to the bosses. All right, we're going on to number 4. Number 4. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Skidaba.
Oh, skabba-da-ba. Skabba-da-ba.
The squad is here, my school.
Skabba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Skabba-da-ba. Oh, skabba-fa, the skabba-fa. Skabba-da-ba. Skabba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Skabba-ba-ba-ba. Skabba-da-ba.
So, ba.
1 minute. 1 minute, players.
Skabba-ha. Skabba. Faba, skibba.
G'day, bye. G'day. Sakaka.
Ba-boing, ba-boing. Fa-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Skabba-ba. Skabba-ba. Fa-ba-ba-ba. Skabba.
30 seconds, players. 30 seconds.
Oh, skabba-ba. Skabba-ba-ba-ba. Skabba-fa-ba-ba-ba-ba. Skabba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
23 seconds left. 23
seconds left. He's so proud of us for getting it every time. Rob, what are you doing?
I'm writing an opera. I'm going to stick with that. I'm writing an opera. My opera actors are kangaroos, and the sound coming out is the Great Wall.
you are close on things. You have to clean up what you're doing, the activity. The singers are kangaroos, and what that Great Wall of China is replacing. Players,
Okay.
23 seconds.
Ba 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 ba
Give it ba ba.
ba 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 ba. Oh ba 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 ba. Oh.
10 seconds, players.
Oh, okay. Scabba. Yeah. Scabba.
5. More time. No more time.
That's time.
Okay.
Time.
Okay.
Rob, for 5 points. What are you doing?
I'm watching an opera. My
Yes.
opera actors are kangaroos, and I'm watching it at the Great Wall of China.
That's 5 big points. 5 big points. All right, so let's get a little scoring update while we go to the 10-point rounds.
Right now, the scoring update is the kickers have 10, the bosses have 18. Bethany, this is still anyone's match as we
Anything
move
can
into our
happen.
10-point round.
Anything can happen. Rob and I are both in basements. Anything can happen. All right, for number 5, this is up to the bosses. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Ascaraba, boo boo boo, ascaraba, ba 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 ba, scooter boo boo boo. Ascaraba, ascaraba, floop, floop, oh, ascaraba, oh, ascaraba, ascaraba,
1 minute, players.
oh, ascaraba, oh, ascaraba, baba. Ascaraba, oh.
Oh, escaba, saba, escu. Oh, escaba, saba.
Oh. 30 seconds, players. 30 seconds. Ten seconds, players. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I stopped him at 4.
You stopped him at 4 seconds.
Oh, no. No, we ran out of time.
We ran out of time.
Okay, we have 4. We have 4 seconds.
We now have 4 seconds.
Oh boy,
Roller coaster for me too. Carly, what are you doing?
Yeah, I am reading a crystal ball. My
taking
crystal ball is John Travolta's head. And where I am at? I am at a major football stadium.
No, that's not correct. You are telling the future. The crystal ball is the head of John Travolta. You got to clean up that last thing with 4 seconds left. 4 seconds left. Players.
I heard 6.
No, it was 4.
3, 2, 1. Time is up. Time is up.
That's time. That's time. A very good give. Carly, what are you doing?
I am reading a crystal ball, of course. It's what I do for fun. My crystal ball is John Travolta's head. It's what I do for fun. And I am at my home, my childhood home.
Which is where?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
No, next! No! Rob has
We
the
needed
opportunity to steal! No, Nicholas! No! Robert, you have the opportunity to steal for 10 points. What is it?
Oh my goodness. I'm reading the crystal ball. The crystal ball is John Travolta's head. And I'm at Carly's home, which is in Cincinnati, Ohio, where her mom is.
I'll take it. That's Ohio. There's points to the Kickers.
Oh.
You say the word and the process. That's the mood I'm in.
Holy.
You look beautiful, and I do not like this mood.
Holy cow.
Bethany. Yes.
What's the score?
The score right now is the Bosses have tumbled and fumbled into second place with a score of 18. And the Kickers have kicked their way into a triumphant 20 points. We're going into our last thing. Well, anybody's game.
Bethany?
Yes.
I'm willing to forego one of our points and give it to the red team if Rob will honestly tell me if he knew where I was from before I said it.
No.
I didn't
Let's play the game. No, I took it. I won. Let's do the 6 thing.
Let's do it. Okay, no.
And that's how you comedy sports.
And I didn't understand the
21 points now?
I didn't either.
For 10 points, this is the red team, but the Bosses can always steal. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Begin.
Remember, gaga, saba, gaga.
Oh, Scabba. Yeah, Scabba. Oh, Scabba. Scabba.
Una mama, ching, wababa, sababa.
Oh, Scabba. Scabba.
Ah!
Oh, Scabba.
Samama,
Oh,
samama.
Scabba. Scabba.
Wa.
Scabba.
Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba.
Scabba. Scabba. Wow, Scabba.
1 minute, players. 1 minute.
Scabba. 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 Scabba.
Ooh. Scabada. Scabada. Scabada.
Scabba. Scabba.
30 seconds, players. 30 seconds.
Ba 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 ba.
Scabba.
Ba 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 ba. Sababa, sababa, sira ba 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 sa, ba ba ba.
Scabba.
Saba, ba ba ba.
10 seconds, players.
Scabba.
10 seconds.
Yeah. Ba ba.
Scabba. Scabba.
3.
Scabba.
There's 3 seconds. 3 magical seconds left.
Great.
Rob, what do you think?
I am doing old timer magic. I'm doing it in a tank that you can drink from, and I am wearing the classic Nike's swoosh.
Oh, you are right on the edge of every single one of them, but just not quite there. All right, you have 3 seconds to clean it all up, players.
I got it. Let's do this.
Swaba ba 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 blah 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 splishy ba.
That's it. I was mesmerized watching Matt. Rob, for 10 points and a secured victory, what are you doing?
I'm sticking with old timey magic. I am doing it at one of them like champagne fountain things. That's like a bunch of glasses put together and the champagne falls through it. And then I'm wearing the Nike swoosh.
That's not correct.
I know.
You have the opportunity to steal, take back the lead, and win. Do it for Ohio, Carly.
Oh, see, Cincinnati doesn't deserve me. I am doing an up-close hand magic show, and my hands are actually the Stanley Cup, the hockey cup that they drink out of, and then I am, oh no, I got the other 2, of course.
That's true.
Just call it.
You know what?
I'm
in Michigan, where Rob is from. How about that?
Oh, yes, that's true. No, incorrect. You were building a magic trick. You get stars for that. The trick was a water tower, and you were
Oh.
wearing just slippers.
Oh.
So no points. That means the red team takes it after coming from behind the entire match. They never led, and they have won.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for an incredible match tonight. Please stay tuned, stay in the chat, stay in the room. We're going to have a great interview coming up with Luis Cortez, our head of diversity and inclusion, with Simon Collier on an interview coming up right after this match. But let's give a big round of applause to all your players one more time. For your bosses, we had Nick Hasselbrack, Natalie Younger, and captain from Ohio, Carly Kohake. Those championship kickers were Matt Elwell, Mo Phillips Spots, and captain, as always, leading to victory, Rob Bobrowski. Referee, master of ceremony, my best friend, is Bethany Rimley. Thanks again for everyone. Thanks for I am Hars, your announcer. Thanks to our technical director, Jason Geis. Ryan Ford was on keys all night. Please stick around for the 9:30 show. We'll see you then. And remember, keep it sporty and keep it funny.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Comedy Sports DNI Talks. Here's the thing of that. I'm still not even sure if that's what we're calling it. I know that's what Jason plastered on the front. We'll call it DNI Talks. I was like, okay. I think on one I said, welcome to DNI Chats. I was like, I'm not sure what this is called just yet. But welcome back. I am Luis Cortez, that I am sure of. I am a performer at Comedysportz Chicago, and also I am our Director of Diversity and Inclusion. If this is one of your first time joining us, this is, again, I was just telling Yvette about this. I'm not sure if this is a show yet. I'm not sure if we're archiving this yet. We'll figure it out as we roll along. But essentially, I am collecting the stories of our ensemble, people past and present who have played for Comedysportz Chicago, in order to have our voices heard and in order to have these stories archived so that we are aware of them, so that we can look back on them, so that we stop repeating those mistakes of the past, and honestly, just so that we can start making these conversations a little bit more regular around our theater space. Today, I am joined by one of our ensemble members that I am talking about. I have been playing with her for about as long as I've been here in Chicago, which is about 5 years now. She is one of my favorite people to play with. Please welcome Yvette Jaskowitz.
Hi, Luis. Oh my gosh, you're one of my favorite people to play with. That's so sweet.
You know what I was thinking about today, Yvette? What is your maiden name?
Rebik.
Rebik?
Rebik. Yep.
Rebik. Okay. It hit me today because I was like, oh, I got to remember to give her a nice intro. And then I went, I don't know what her name was before she married that beach bum.
Yes, Sean.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got married 5 years ago this November, last month. So if we've been playing together about 5 years, that's probably why you only know me by Jaskowitz.
What year did you get married? Was it 2015?
2015, November 14th, 2015.
Okay, so you got married, and then like 6 months later, I landed on the Chicago shores.
There you go.
So you were brand new married when you and I met.
Yes.
Okay, so can you give the good people of the internet just a little introduction about yourself, a little bit about your history as a performer, specifically improvising, and then obviously a little bit about your time at Comedysportz?
Yes. So I have been improvising for 15 years. I got my start in Denver. I was going to college in Boulder, and I was in between my junior and senior year, and I started taking improv classes in Denver, in the city. And then I just absolutely fell in love with it. I just, kind of came across improv randomly, where I was a journalism major. I was always like making my friends laugh. And then I did some Googling, and I was like, oh, Tina Fey's so funny. I was like, oh, she took improv classes? Like, that's a thing? And it sounds so stupid me saying this now because I'm.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Comedy Sports DNI Talks. Here's the thing of that. I'm still not even sure if that's what we're calling it. I know that's what Jason plastered on the front. We'll call it DNI Talks. I was like, okay. I think on one I said, welcome to DNI Chats. I was like, I'm not sure what this is called just yet. But welcome back. I am Luis Cortez, that I am sure of. I am a performer at Comedysportz Chicago, and also I am our Director of Diversity and Inclusion. If this is one of your first time joining us, this is, again, I was just telling Yvette about this. I'm not sure if this is a show yet. I'm not sure if we're archiving this yet. We'll figure it out as we roll along. But essentially, I am collecting the stories of our ensemble, people past and present who have played for Comedysportz Chicago, in order to have our voices heard and in order to have these stories archived so that we are aware of them, so that we can look back on them, so that we stop repeating those mistakes of the past, and honestly, just so that we can start making these conversations a little bit more regular around our theater space. Today, I am joined by one of our ensemble members that I am talking about. I have been playing with her for about as long as I've been here in Chicago, which is about 5 years now. She is one of my favorite people to play with. Please welcome Yvette Jaskowitz.
Hi, Luis. Oh my gosh, you're one of my favorite people to play with. That's so sweet.
You know what I was thinking about today, Yvette? What is your maiden name?
Rebik.
Rebik?
Rebik. Yep.
Rebik. Okay. It hit me today because I was like, oh, I got to remember to give her a nice intro. And then I went, I don't know what her name was before she married that beach bum.
Yes, Sean. But yeah, we got married 5 years ago this November, last month. So if we've been playing together about 5 years, that's probably why you only know me by Jaskowitz.
What year did you get married? Was it 2015?
2015, November 14th, 2015.
Okay, so you got married, and then like 6 months later, I landed on the Chicago shores.
There you go.
So you were brand new married when you and I met.
Yes.
Okay, so can you give the good people of the internet just a little introduction about yourself, a little bit about your history as a performer, specifically improvising, and then obviously a little bit about your time at Comedysportz?
Yes. So I have been improvising for 15 years. I got my start in Denver. I was going to college in Boulder, and I was in between my junior and senior year, and I started taking improv classes in Denver in the city. And then I just absolutely fell in love with it. I just, kind of came across improv randomly where I was a journalism major. I was always like making my friends laugh. And then I did some Googling and I was like, oh, Tina Fey's so funny. I was like, oh, she took improv classes? Like, that's a thing? And it sounds so stupid me saying this now because I've spent thousands of dollars on improv classes. Like, yes, you have to take classes. So I fell in love with it. And then I'm from Illinois. I moved back home, moved to Chicago in the summer of 2011. And then I got in with IO and the conservatory. And then I made my first Comedysportz house team. And back then it was called Genesis League. Okay. My first team was with Rudy Voigt and Chip O'Quan and Julie Marciano and Shay Ashbrook, like so many people that I now know and stuff, and some of my closest friends. Chip was an usher in my wedding. He walked my mother-in-law down the aisle, which is very sweet.
Classic Chip.
And then the next year, I was on Battle Prov, which was kind of what the new minor league is, where it was, it was like the next step to ensemble. So when I made it, it was like a really big deal, and I was so excited. And then And the following year I got hired. So I got hired in 2013, class of 2013. There are so many of us still left, which is amazing. Very cool. And then in 2019, I guess, 2019, Jason Geis, the AD, hired me as the head coach. I had been coaching house teams, teaching in our school for years. And then Jason approached me because an opening happened. And so I now manage our minor league, and I coach them as well as our rec league, which is now virtual rec league.
Right.
So I just got back from maternity leave. I have a baby boy. His name is Bo Parker. He was born on August 13th. And now I'm back from maternity leave and really excited to just dive back into comedy sports and just kind of tackle this with a new set of eyes as a parent.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely something I wanna come back to.
Yeah.
But today our topic at hand, we're going to be talking just about the topic of disabilities within the improv world.
Yeah.
And you had spoken to me about this a little bit in the past, and so I thought that this might be a good time to just kind of put a spotlight on it, since one of the things that we talked about was that there's really not a lot of attention or information in regards to this community within the improv world. And so I figured we'd have a nice conversation about it and see what you think.
Yeah.
Because you've been playing, so 2014. So now you've been officially a comedy sports player for 6 years.
2013.
2013. Okay,
Yes.
so official comedy sports player for 7 years, and then
Yes.
Genesis League before that.
Yes.
And tell me about your experiences.
So I have epilepsy, and I experience 2 different types of seizures. So my epilepsy is called generalized genetic epilepsy, or genetic generalized epilepsy. You could really say it either way. So I experience like very small minor seizures, or I have what a lot of people know seizures are grand mal, where you fall to the ground and you twitch and that kind of thing. So I got diagnosed with epilepsy in November of 2017, but I had been undiagnosed for pretty much my whole life. So I have a really interesting scenario where when I was a kid, I like would feel weird and fall down. And each time I like got a concussion and had to go to the hospital. But I was with friends and I didn't know that I had a seizure. They didn't know, but the sensation that I felt was definitely, it's an aura. I was feeling that before I had that. So that happened a few times when I was a kid. And then twice when I was in college, I had grand mal seizures, and I went to the hospital, got all these tests done. They couldn't find anything wrong with me. I got all the EEGs and everything, and I just couldn't find anything. They're like, oh, it's probably hormonal. I was like, oh, great. Woman hormones, kind of thing. So then here's the thing with my small seizures, I thought, because it's like the sensation where my eyes kind of jitter, and I feel like I need to hold on to something, like I'm going to fall down. But I was thinking like, oh, I'm dehydrated. Oh, I'm hungover. Maybe I didn't eat enough, like that kind of stuff. And in reality, I was having seizures and didn't know. And then in Thanksgiving weekend of 2017, I went grocery.
Were you hungover that often that was a?
I mean, kind of, yeah. I really like to, enjoy some libations. I later found out that alcohol is terrible it's the number one trigger, if not number 2, for my type of epilepsy: alcohol and lack of sleep.
So, those are the 2 things that we love.
New parent
and new parent.
I know. So I was grocery shopping by myself. And I felt like, and my husband has been with me, Sean, when like I've had these mini auras before, but I didn't know I was having a seizure. He would be like, are you okay? And I couldn't really communicate. I would just like hold on to something and just try to focus and not pass out. So I was grocery shopping at Trader Joe's. I feel like I'm feeling really dizzy. I grab an apple to start eating it. And then the next thing I know, I woke up in an ambulance and I had a seizure at the store. I guess this woman was with me the whole time. I had no idea. When I was at the hospital, they were like, oh, your friend helped you. And I was like, what friend? Like, I didn't have a friend there. So that was so nice. Fast forward, long story short, Trader Joe's comped all my groceries gave me twice enough food, bought me flowers, like did this really nice thing as a gesture. Since I had emergency at the store, Sean had to rush to the hospital because he wasn't with me. And then I went to Northwestern and I was recommended a fantastic neurologist who works at the Women's Focus Center of Neurology at Northwestern. And her name is Dr. Elizabeth Gerard, really well known. And she diagnosed me properly. And since then, I have been on medication. And I'm proud to say that I have not had a seizure since then. And I've been on medication now for 3 years. And I just had a follow-up appointment a week ago today, a little video appointment, and everything is going great. And so epilepsy also played a big part in my pregnancy as well. So if we want to touch on that, we can. But long story short, I have epilepsy. I was diagnosed later in life as an adult, but I was definitely experiencing it throughout my life. And there were just certain moments where I can definitely that was a seizure, but I had no idea at the time.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
So now from the point of getting diagnosed,
yes,
what changed, I guess, let's see, how do I want to phrase this? How has your life changed since that diagnosis?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I couldn't drive for a long time. I had to go, I think it was at least 6 months is the law in the state of Illinois, that you have to be seizure free before you can drive again. So I think I went almost a year, if I can remember correctly. I'm not sure, but I'm able to drive. I currently drive because I'm on great medication. I started wearing a medical alert bracelet when I go out. So it has my name and ID number and my condition. So it just says epilepsy. So if I were to have a seizure in public, an EMT would find it. They would know exactly my medicine, emergency contact, all that good stuff. In regards to impacting my life, besides that and the medical alert bracelet, I perform all the time. So I had to have a conversation with the then AD, Pat Connolly. And I asked him, I was like, how do I share this with the ensemble? Because everyone needs to know that this is something that I have now. And we need to adjust the way the show happens when I perform. There are some technical things now that, for example, flashing lights. My whole life, strobe lights drove me crazy, made me feel really weird because I have epilepsy. No idea. So anyway, so he's like,
you mean the thing that triggers epilepsy triggered your epilepsy?
I know. It's so weird. I just thought I felt dizzy. So anyway, so he said, he's like, Yvette, you can share however you want. If you want to share it at a rehearsal, if you want to send an email. And I'm just the type of person where I was like, I'll just share at rehearsal. Like, this is something that I am not embarrassed by. I wear it with great pride. I don't know the right way to say that, but like, I will talk about this with anybody, like my experience, because I'm fortunate enough though, that I have a type of epilepsy, my diagnosis, where I can still like live a fairly easy life. There are some types that are very inhibiting and very difficult, where some people will have support animals or they are on really heavy medication. So mine, I guess, is more manageable than others. So I feel very fortunate because I can continue to perform because there's just some minor things that need to accommodate me versus someone who has, like dozens of seizures a day. There's just lots of different types of seizures. So I shared with the ensemble that I have epilepsy, answered a few questions. And then I told people, if you know anyone in the community that has epilepsy, I would love to talk to them because I don't know anybody. And 2 people reached out to me and I connected with 2 people in the Chicago community. One guy now lives in LA and the other guy I lost touch with, but it was very brief, like Facebook messages, like nothing like, hey, we're going to hang out. It was more of like, hey, what do you do? I don't know anyone else that has epilepsy, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the ensemble was really accommodating. And then I just basically had to have conversations with the stage managers to adjust the lighting. So that was my biggest thing with the shows, was that when our show opens, when we were in the theater, we had flashing white lights and flashing red and blue lights. The red and blue lights never bothered me. It was the white lights.
Yeah.
And they kind of go like this, or sometimes they go like this. And, they're kind of, it's just this like,
it's a random strobe. Yeah.
Yes. But it's a strobe effect. So I would have to remind the stage managers like, hey, just a reminder. And probably 90% of the time they didn't do it.
Yeah.
But of course there were a few times that didn't happen. When that did occur, I would, because you come out and you high five and then you got to say your name and then everything. And so I hated it when I was on the red team because I had to be on stage longer with those lights versus if I was like the ref
Yeah.
or the blue team. But basically what would happen is I would just like have this, but I would like look down and dance. And I hate people who look down and dance because it's like, what's on the floor? Like go out and dance and have your face out, like be proud. But that's just me. But anyway, so I would like look down and try to just like focus and not have the lights get to me too badly. Like when I'm in a movie theater and there's strobe lights, I'll like do this and cover like my eyes the best I can. And then when we would then go out in the crowd for 10, I would run up to the stage manager and I would say, hey, can you please stop the flashing white lights? And then that way they would do it for the rest of the match. And every time it happened, whoever was in the booth, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I never took it personally because it was genuine mistakes. This was something new for me. But even like 2 years later, if it happened, it's okay. I'm fortunate enough where I have the opportunity to run up and tell them, in that type of situation. So the theater was always really accommodating. And then if I ever had to do a remote, with like a big stage and there were lights, whoever was the stage manager with us would have that conversation with the venue to find out if there's anything we can accommodate with strobe effects. And I don't know if they tried to do that ahead of time or if it was on site, but I always know that it was like addressed. We do consent checks before matches. And I do not remember if I had to share that. I felt like I just only told that information to the stage manager, except maybe in the very beginning when like no one really knew and told people like, hey, I have epilepsy. Like, please don't call a game that would involve a lot of flashing lights. Not that we have a lot of those games, but you never know. So
yeah, no, I mean, that's an excellent point. Just in regards to the consent checks, we always, or at least we think about them in regards to like, oh, please don't lift me up, or I don't like it when, I can't lift my arm right now or anything like that. But something like that is definitely another great reason as to why we should continue these consent checks, because I was not aware of the, like how, when we play, how easy it is for something like that to trigger you.
Yes.
And then, and then not knowing, like, what do we do? What do we do?
Yes.
Because we're uninformed.
Yeah, absolutely. And, our theater has that sign on the door, that says we use flashing lights, so it warns the audience. So if any audience members have epilepsy, they know what to expect. And, any parent who has a child with epilepsy, I would imagine that they would call the theater ahead of time anyway and say like, hey, what are the effects of your flashing lights? Is there anything we could accommodate, maybe depending on the severity of their epilepsy? But like, I know now, anytime I go see a movie or anytime I go see a live theater production, there is a very high chance that there's going to be some type of strobe effect. So I just have to be prepared for it and like cover my eyes. And I have some friends who go see movies and then they'll text me and they'll
awesome.
say, hey, don't see this. Or like, hey, at this point, like if you're going to see this movie, just know that, this will happen. And so, yeah.
Cool. That's awesome.
It is very, very nice. I mean, when I got diagnosed, it was really scary. And, my friends and family just really, went well out of their way to make me feel comfortable and good. And,
I wonder if that's like a website, like, because I know there are websites that are like, you can go see if like, hey, does this movie have nudity? At which point is there nudity? And
I have an app idea. I have an app idea that I've been wanting to do. And it's like epileptics go to the movies and someone goes and they tell you the time of when strobe light effects happen. So you press start at the beginning of the movie and your phone will like buzz when you have, it's like a 30-second warning or a 1-minute warning, or you can time it however you want. So then you know when to like turn your head away. That's like, I have that idea. And then there's also an option for like when to pee. And you can have that as well. You can embed that as well. We're like,
that's already like, I know that's already a thing. Like there are websites you can go to where they'll tell you like, here are the great places to pee. Yeah. And there's also one that's like, if you're someone who doesn't like seeing like a dog killed in a movie, you go to this website to be like, don't watch this movie because this is how many dogs die in it.
Oh my God. But
That's a
Yeah.
very specific thing to be watching movies specifically for. Like, does a dog die in this?
Oh my God. Oh my God. But yeah, I have that idea for an app. I don't know if it exists, but I feel like that would be very beneficial. But it would take a
Well,
long
the
time to build.
first thing to do will be to stream your idea across the internet without any sort of security
Great. Hey, here,
or ownership to the idea.
but this won't hold up in court. This me saying this, like,
Hey, you can't steal that.
oh,
Contract signed, verbal agreement. Take that, internet.
oh my God, I
So
love that.
when you received your diagnosis,
Mhm.
was there a point where you started identifying as a person with a disability? Like, was that a switch in your head?
It only became a switch in my head when I looked at one of those equal opportunity employment surveys, where, it's like, this is like your race, your ethnicity, veteran status. Then I saw disability, and then I saw epilepsy was on the list, and I was like, oh, I have a disability. Up to that point, I did not know that epilepsy was a disability. And that is like my own honest truth. I had no idea. So that's me being totally naive and clueless.
No,
Yeah.
totally.
But
And
once I found out, then I was like, wow, okay. This is something that, like, I feel like is even more important for me to learn more about. And if I could be a source of information for people, because I think it's really important, because there's so many different types of disabilities, or differently abled, whatever people are comfortable with saying. For me, I'm comfortable with saying disability, and that there's so many that you may not even know that someone has a disability. And I think it's just, the list is so long that I think is great, because there are so many things that can affect your general well-being. And I think that's just what it is. It's like, I can't live my life without taking medicine every single day. If I don't take my medicine, I'm at risk for having a seizure, which equals risk for brain damage,
right.
because it's neurological. So that's like my risk. That's my disability. Because if I stop taking medicine, something bad's going to happen.
So, was it the fact that the specific disability that you have is, unless it's physically happening on the outside, people don't know. So it's a disability you technically can't see unless it's happening.
Correct.
Was that the concept that essentially kept you from considering yourself someone with a disability?
Yeah, because I didn't think it was an obvious one, right? Where someone would, like you just said, would look at me and they wouldn't know. That's why I didn't really think of it as a disability. And also too, because the diagnosis was so new. I think once you find out, then you're like, I have a disability. I'm taking ownership of this. Like, if I would have known as a kid, then I'd be like, oh yeah, of course this is a disability. But now as an adult, I'm like, oh wow, this is one. Cool. Okay. And then once I found out I had it, then I realized, wow, there are not a lot of people in the improv community who have epilepsy, or I can't find them. So there's one category. And then also, like, is there like a disability like group or community, or like in the improv community? And I could never find one. I always had a really hard time. And then one of my friends, she started at IO, I believe, this like disability show that had performers who identified as disabled would do shows there. And I never put my name in the hat for that, I think just with timing and everything. But she always, like, that was the first thing that I saw that was like, we will perform, and you can do stand-up or improv or music. And it's highlighting, because she has a disability, so highlighting that. And I can't remember the name of the show, but yeah, I know Simon did a show with them once. Simon, who's on our ensemble.
Right.
So yeah, if anything, that was really awesome. And then for our theater, just not really knowing, people who identify as disabled. I know that for me as the head coach for all the house teams, that when we were in spaces, I was responsible for finding rehearsal spaces. And for me, my biggest thing was finding ones that were ADA compliant, because there's so many rehearsal spaces where there's stairs. And if there's stairs, a team member who cannot use stairs is automatically unable to be on a team. And I refused to have that happen. So that was like a really big initiative for me, was to make sure that we had a space with an elevator available or a room where like there wasn't a stair to go in the door and our rehearsal space was on the first floor. So yeah, I was glad I was able to secure that.
The funny thing is, one of the things that I recently heard, probably like within 24 hours, is the idea that the building might be ADA compliant, but the stage is not.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's tricky. So, like for our theater, you know, you can walk in, go up the elevator, and then if you go into the theater, there's like wider tables where you can like, if you have a wheelchair, you're on crutches, there's, you know, like larger tables. And then if you're a performer, you go into the theater like the same way you would to go see the show, and then you go through like our side exit, and then there's a ramp, and then you can go to get into the stage. But that area is so tiny. It is so small that if you're like, let's say you are in a wheelchair and you're going up the ramp, and then there's like curtains, and like then of course we have the middle doors, but you have to use your arms to get through the double door. Like it's very complicated. So even though we can have people who are in wheelchairs or crutches or canes, whatever they need to use in order to move, we can do that at the theater. It's a little difficult.
Oh, definitely. It falls under one of those situations where like it technically does the thing, but it's not. You know,
it's not great.
It's not great.
It's not great.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where it's just like, oh, the ramp is on the other side of the building type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could totally see that. And so since you announced it to the ensemble, I'm assuming everyone was accommodating as possible.
Yes.
I don't want to say I'm assuming, I'm hoping.
Yes. Yeah, everyone was great.
How has that affected the way that you play? Or has it affected the way that you play at all?
Let's see, I can get in my head sometimes if someone makes a joke about seizures or about epilepsy, where before it never really got to me. I was like, oh, I've had a seizure before. But like if someone said epilepsy on stage, whether I was watching the show or performing in the show, so if I was the one in the scene or I was watching, you know, for some reason now I get annoyed.
It triggers you.
It triggers me. And before it didn't. And it's like,
you didn't know before.
Yeah, but like I still had seizures, you know, and then when I see it in a movie, it like annoys me. I'm like, that is such a cheap joke, you know,
when it's presented as the butt of the joke.
Yes, when it is presented as the butt of the joke. So in my mind, when I'm watching, or like in Five Things, like that kind of stuff, where I'm just like, like you don't have to like go in that direction, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. So like for example, if you're trying to show strobe lights, you don't need to like have a seizure to show that it's a strobe light. You know what I mean? Like if it's like a clue giving kind of situation. But it's really just for me, beyond that, like I feel totally great doing shows. It's just lights. So as soon as something happens with the lights, that's what makes me nervous. And then virtually, I know that we're really not doing consent checks as much anymore. So I'm glad this is something that we want to bring back. If there's any game that involves a lot of computer movement. So there's Sorkin, I think, is a game.
Yeah, Sorkin is not just a game, it's a way of life.
Yes, and I can't watch it because it just totally messes with my eyes.
Yeah.
So that means I cannot play that game. So it's a hard no for me. And if a team's going to play it, I cannot ref that game. I cannot ref that match. So it's just something that I have to let people know that that's an exception for me as a ref, is I cannot ref this game virtually. You have to select a different game. So just something to be mindful of. But I think overall, I feel like my talent level hasn't changed. I don't feel like I can make the same choices. It's just all stuff that's like around me that now has to change, not necessarily me physically.
Right. So, you know, we're moving hopefully into whatever the next chapter of our theater is going to be once we're able to get back in there. What sort of changes, I guess, would you like to start seeing not even necessarily within improv community as a whole, but obviously we
Mm-hmm.
want the whole community to change, but just within comedy sports,
Yeah.
would you say that, do we need more education on the topic? Do we need, obviously one of the things that we talked about earlier was um, the ability to be able to connect with the people within that community. How
Yeah.
do we reach out to those people?
For sure. Yeah, I think there's a few different answers to this. So first, whatever space we're in. So whether it's we're returning to our space, if we have to find a new space after everything, no matter where we are physically, I think it would be great to have our lights be accommodating for everybody. So it's sensory friendly for everybody. So no matter what you identify as, who you identify as, what disability you may have, if you have one or not, you can watch our show, and that is never a concern. That we can figure out ways to fade lights and have them come in and out for like the like simulation that it's strobe, but it's not. You know, that kind of thing where let's just program it so we never have to worry about it. So I never have to say a thing again, or someone else doesn't have to say something, or a parent doesn't have to call to verify. You know, it's a safe space for all those lights. In regards to, I would love better wheelchair access for performers, or if they have crutches, like definitely that's something where they should feel very comfortable being on our stage, getting on and off. For a community standpoint, I would love it if whenever we bring new people on into our house teams, when they're filling out the audition form, much like applying for a job, you can voluntarily give information about your status. So for me, I would really like to know, like, if you identify as someone in this community, and of course it's optional, it's voluntary.
Right.
And if you decide to volunteer that information, then I can connect with you as the head coach and ask, like, hey, I noticed that you did this. I have a disability. Would you want to like discuss your needs at the theater? Would you want to, you know, that kind of thing? So at least I know that there is someone that I can talk to and make sure that whatever they need, their accommodations are met. And then also too, I think it would be great to have a subgroup at the theater of almost like, we've kind of talked about this, like a meet and greet type of thing, where if you identify in this group, like Yvette's hosting this like meet and greet hangout, and you know, and if it's not just me, there's other people on the professional ensemble who have disabilities. So like if they want to host it one night and we're all just like hanging out and mingling, and you know, we're not going to sit there and talk about our disabilities. Like that's
Right.
we don't do that. We're not like comparing ourselves, but at least it's nice to know that there are other people in the building that can relate to you, that you do not live a normal life on a daily basis, that there is something that is contributing to you not being able to live a normal life. And I put that in quotes because everyone's life is different. But scientifically, you know what I mean? Like it's
the way our world and society is designed, you are not able to access all that stuff as easily as the rest of us.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
there are certain things that have to be met every single day in order for you to be able to just function at the neutral level.
Yeah, for sure. And here's the thing too, that, you know, there's a lot of legalities with asking people, you know, to volunteer their information. So for me as the head coach, like I want to do this properly. I just want to find a way for us in our building and the improv community in whole, where like, how can we find each other? Like, I want to know how we can find each other and do it in the proper way, where it's not illegal, it's not weird or awkward, and I don't have that answer. So,
And
like,
you know what? It's a valid question. You know, how do we just as a building of trust within our community so that people feel comfortable enough to share that sort of information without us having to like literally like, hey, in your application, like as history has taught us, lists of things like that is never a good thing.
Yeah. So like even having that in the volunteer survey when you want to join a house team, that's probably not a great idea, you know, but it's just something to throw out, be like, no, let's not do that. Let's find a different way.
Right. The concept itself is not great because of what people usually end up doing with things like that, but also what people I think don't always consider, and both of us being on you know, that administrative side of the theater, it's like, well, we have a lot of like legality and certain things that we have to adhere to, so it's not a no, it has to be a deeper conversation than just, well, just do this. I was like, well, sure, well, I'm at it, why don't I just make a wish too, like like we have to.
Yeah.
There's a proper way for all this stuff, and we want to find it because I'm I want this as bad as you, and I'm as angry as you, and don't take my I can't do that as not like as me not caring.
Yeah,
Take it
for
as
sure.
like, okay, let me find a way to do that. But yeah, Yvette, this was awesome. We're coming up on our time here.
Okay.
But really, this is fantastic, and as I said, this is a jumping off point, and hopefully we can make some efforts to make people comfortable enough so that we can connect everyone and communicate, and hopefully maybe we can do a nice roundtable with everyone. But any final thoughts that you might want to send out to our viewers, to the community, to the people watching the archives?
Yeah, I just want to thank you so much for bringing attention to this. Like I've said to you, Luis, I think a lot of times in the DNI community that people don't think of differently abled or disabled as part of the DNI community. And so I really like that you wanted to talk to me and that we can bring more of these conversations into our theater so that way we're remembered that we are part of this group, that we are a part of DNI, and what can we do as a building to recognize that we do have players with disabilities and how we would like to work with them, highlight them, etc.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, we're gonna keep working on this, and it's a mountain. We're trying to climb a mountain, but I'm trying to not look all the way to the top. I'm trying to just take it in chunks.
Yeah,
if you look at the whole thing, it's just gonna slow you down. Take it
so
bit by
overwhelming.
bit. But yes, this is like hopefully, as I will have with many people, a great first conversation, which will hopefully be followed by many, many more. Yvette, thank you so much. We'll definitely have you back. And thank you all so much for watching. And we will see you next time here at whatever I decide to call this show.
Hello?
Hello.
Who is this?
You don't know me. I am a hacker.
Okay.
I'm here to teach you and your subscribers how to take advantage of subscribing to your Twitch channel for free, which will heap upon you riches. Are you interested?
Sure. I mean, is it allowed?
Don't you worry if it's allowed or not. Jeff Bezos will never find out.
Ooh, I wouldn't say his name.
Fine, I won't say his name. Alright, here's what you do. Go to twitch.tv and register an account. It's free. All you have to do is associate the same email that you use on Amazon with Twitch. Glorious.
Wait, how do you have my... Are you shushing me?
Hush. Next, go to gaming.amazon.com. When you get there, it'll show you logged in if you're logged into your Amazon account.
Wait, you have my Prime account too?
If not, log in. Once there, you'll see an option to link Twitch account. Click on that button. Then a pop-up will happen. It will say link your Twitch and Amazon accounts. Simply click on link accounts. You'll get confirmation that you want to link your account, and just hit confirm. Congratulations! You've linked your accounts! Now all you have to do is come back to twitch.tv/CSEN Chicago. In the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a purple button that says subscribe. When you click on that button, you have the option to register for free with your Prime account. When you click on that button, you scroll down, you'll see a 1-month option, and you'll be able to do it for free with your Amazon account. That's it. Now you'll have to set it up every month, but it costs you nothing and gives Comedysportz half of the subscription rate a normal subscriber would pay. It's like stealing money from you-know-who.
Wow, that was super easy. But I think it is allowed. I think that's the whole point.
Say nothing!
Wow, and we get half of every person who registers?
Half!
And they don't have to pay anything?
Nothing!
Well, there you have it, oil fans. It's as easy as that. Simply connect your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and it helps raise money for CSCN and Comedysportz Chicago. Thanks, mysterious stranger.
You're quite welcome, Jason.
How did you get my number?
This New Year's Eve, Comedysportz Chicago cordially invites you to pour yourself a glass of champagne, snuggle up with your loved ones, and ring in the new year with warmth and laughter. For 24 hours straight!
I'm sorry. What?
Hello? Who goes there? Oh my gosh. Are you an elf?
No. Yes.
Wow, a real Christmas elf. What's your name, little guy?
I'm Beauregard Sparkle Buns.
What?
But don't call me that. I'm trying to go incognito. Call me something innocuous like Twinkle Lips Fizzy Pants or Plumberry Fuzzy Chuckles.
No. You're a long way from the North Pole. Are you running away?
Hey, don't judge me, Gigantor. You would too if you had to spend every day working overtime to spread joy and cheer to all the children of the world.
I don't know, that sounds like fun.
Well, you've clearly never spent a year in a Furby factory. Those eyes.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to CSZN on Twitch. That's right, Comedysportz on Twitch. It's like sports, only we're doing improv. That's right, comedic improv. And what that means is we are taking suggestions from you all in that chat and using it to inspire what you see on your screen. My name is Cynthia. I'm your announcer for this show tonight, Friday, 9:30. Oh boy, and aren't you all lucky? Yes, you are. Go ahead, everyone, and I want you to let me know in that chat if, check out that current poll, who's here for the first time, right? Click it if you are. If you aren't, there's an option for you too. Notice that you have an option to vote. That's right. And that's what you're going to be doing throughout this match to decide who gets the points in this match. That's right. There are two teams that will be playing for your love, laughter, and your laughter and your applause. Ooh, and it looks like 98% of you have been here before. Holler to the 2% that haven't been here before. Somebody get them a subscription, am I right? Okay, that's a little bit of Twitch talk for you. But we also will be getting your suggestions in the chat, like I said. So why don't we practice that right now? Thank you. You like this? These are my festive earrings. They're Christmas tree ornaments, and I'm putting them on my ears because I'm like a tree. Anyway, let's get some suggestions. For example, I want you all to type up in there, what is, since we're thinking of the holidays, when it snows outside, because I believe some of our audience members got a lot of snow this past week. What is something that you love doing in the snow? Go ahead, type that in the chatty chat. Very good. And also, what is something that you don't like doing in the snow? Okay. Ooh, yes. I love all of these suggestions. Oh, this is great. Oh, these are great. These are great. Marvelous. A lot of people have some differing opinions on activities that they should do when it's snowing out and what they shouldn't. All right. Great. You've all done a marvelous job of putting in activities to be done in the snow. You're nailing it. That's how you're going to deal with suggestions in there. So marvelous. And just so you all know, with those suggestions, we got to keep our eyes on you. And we have a chat bot that will keep its eyes on you. Because we are comedy for everyone, we want to make sure that what you say is clean and isn't mean and isn't too lean. That's right, on nastiness. There's no nastiness here. And if you do cross that line of good wholesomeness, you will get a brown bag foul. That's right. So our brown bag bot will notify us if you say something inappropriate, okay? And the first one will be a notification, and the second one, we boot you out of here. That's right. So play like you want to stay and be clean, okay? Gosh, I'm so good at that. Anyway, is everybody ready for this show to start? I believe you are. I believe you all are. So without further ado, loyal fans, welcome to Comedy Sports. That's right. Welcome, loyal fans. This is the 9:30 Friday show. The show you have all been waiting for. Some of you have been waiting inside. Some of you have been waiting outside. Some of you have been waiting just internally in your hearts. And here we have our two teams that are amazing, up tonight to win and earn the points that you all will give them, loyal fans. That is correct. Our two teams starting off, we have the Bronzeville Silvers. Playing up for the Bronzeville Silvers is Susan Harmon. Coming up next is Vinny Tangerlini with his mustache of glory. And of course, the captain is Patrick Connolly. And they will be going head to head against the people you know and love from this Chicago, the downtown of this Chicago, the downtown Chicago bosses. Heading off first is our fancy Heather Scholl. And then coming in second, tap dancing his way to your heart, is Rob Grabowski. And of course, the captain that has it all is Marilet Martinez. And of course, I want everyone to go buck wild in that chat for the ref that is kind, that would love you as if you were a fluffy, fuzzy animal. That's right, it is Simon Collier.
Oh, yes. Just a bunch of fuzzy little animals here tonight at the 9:30 Comedy Sports match. I tell you what, thank you, Cynthia, for that introduction and for kicking us off.
You're welcome, Simon. And I feel like a little fuzzy animal right here next to you.
You are my little squirrel sidekick.
That's right, and I love acorns.
You do. Yeah, I hope you've got a nice big stash waiting for the winter ahead. Right in the cheeks. Nice.
Yep, yeah.
So the last thing, because you covered so much, you did so well. The last thing you need to know, friends at home, is about the technical fallacy. It's T for technical, because we're on the old internet and anything could happen. Like, I don't know, electricity could stop existing and Wi-Fi could go away, or things could freeze. I don't know. There's a bunch of options, but if it happens to a player, I'll call them out and we'll determine what happens then, because it depends on how feisty I'm feeling. And I'm feisty as a squirrel about to hibernate, and that's pretty feisty. So anyhow, let's get our captains to the screen.
Hey, feisty squirrel.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm great. Just call me Squirrelette. Why not?
I like it. So to decide who's going to call our first head-to-head battle tonight, I would love for the coin toss for the two of you to find me something festive. Whatever that means to you, something festive. Begin.
Ooh.
Oh.
I wonder
gosh.
if they're going to get a Festivus poll for you.
There could be. It could be.
And then maybe air their grievances.
Maybe it's a cookie. I don't know.
I feel
We'll
like you
find
would
out.
be the person to air grievances too. Oh, okay.
I do love gossip. Okay, they're both back. All right. Marilla, you were back first, so tell me what you got.
I got a vase that has ornaments and fresh pine in it.
Oh.
And behind it, a textured sequins pillow that changes colors.
That's beautiful, actually. I really like that. That's very nice. Pad, what do you have to compete with that?
A pear wrapped in gold.
Wow. This is really difficult. These are two very festive things that you have presented to me. But Marlets is so beautiful. You know, you could put that on any table. You know, that's a beautiful centerpiece. So excellent work. Maybe don't eat that pear, Pat. I don't know.
That pear is so delicious. I know what kind of pear that is. It's so good.
Okay.
It's a fancy looking pear, though.
It is. It's a very it's the texture for me. I just am not into it. So, by the way, what would you like to call for our first opening head-to-head?
Well, Ref Simon, in honor of Ref Simon, we would like to play Simon.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Pat, how do you feel about it?
It seems appropriate. We'll go for it.
Okay, yeah, sure. It seems like every time I ref, we play this game because it's my name. So for the game of Simon, what's going to happen is we're going to start with two players, one from each team, and they will go back and forth saying some lines, and the next person's going to have to say exactly what the person before them said, but also build upon that. But if someone like messes up or something like that, or doesn't repeat exactly, or their brains melt into a pile of golden pears, well, then they are going to be out of here, and someone else is going to have to go. So who is first for both teams?
We will be sending up our most political player. That would be Mayor Rob Grabowski.
I'm panicking, so I'm going to send up myself.
Great. Wonderful. So in the chat, if I could get from you, just throw out something else that should not typically be covered in gold. That's, you know.
That's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
They made a whole James Bond movie about it.
Which one? Dr. No?
That's the one.
Okay.
That's a bit.
These are all very good. So let's see. Kleenex. Kleenex is your first suggestion. Oh, I should mention, whoever at the end of this has a player left at the end, they've made the fewest whoopsies, they're going to get 5 points. So a lot's on the line right now, so we don't want any whoopsies. Kleenex is your first suggestion. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, let's start with Rob. Sorry.
Okay.
Shoop.
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 Shoop. Oh.
Shoop. Oh, I need a waste bin.
Oh, shoop. I need a waste bin, but I'm at the bottom of the ocean.
Hey, Rob, if you were at the bottom of the ocean, your Kleenex would be wet, and you could just blow out through your
No,
nose.
I'm
You're
not in a bubble. Did I not clarify that?
We didn't clarify. Next representative up for the bosses.
It's me.
Excellent. Looks like we've got Heather. I'm going to take something else from the chat because y'all gave so many wonderful little suggestions. Okay, let's... So we have the suggestion of someone's knee. So a knee is your suggestion. And we're going to begin with Pad.
I've been reviewing your x-rays.
I've been reviewing your x-rays. There seems to be a problem with your knee.
I've been reviewing your x-rays. There seems to be a problem with your knee. It's got water on it.
I've been reviewing your x-rays. There seems to be a problem with your knee. It's got water on it. A condition called chondromalacia patella.
That was awesome.
I think Pad just gave up. So Pad, you are out.
I know what I'm beating.
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce it either. Who's next, Pad?
Next up is going to be, yes, Susan.
Wonderful. I love that. Who knew? Knees. Let's get... so I had 4 cavities filled on Monday. What's something else that you don't like doing? I shared. That's my gift.
I don't
have
like
more.
flossing.
No. I get more filled on Monday. I got up.
I'm so sorry, Simon.
No.
Thank you for being vulnerable, though, and sharing with us.
That's what the people come for.
That's right. They come to
come for the vulnerabilities, stay for the laughs.
The real human moments.
Yeah, we're people too. All right, let's say having wet feet, because I don't like that either. That's up there with a drill in the mouth. So we are going to start with Heather.
These socks are never gonna dry.
These socks are never gonna dry. I'm throwing them on you instead.
These socks are never gonna dry. I'm throwing them on you instead because this is your fault.
These socks are never gonna dry. I'm throwing them on you instead because this is your fault. You didn't tell me it was your birthday.
These socks are never gonna dry, so I'm throwing them on you instead because it is your fault. You didn't tell me it was your birthday, and you definitely didn't tell me that we were going on an ocean cruise.
These socks are so wet, so I'm throwing them on you instead because it's your fault. You didn't tell me it was your birthday, so we're definitely going on an ocean cruise instead, where the water will be fun.
These socks are never gonna dry, so I'm throwing them on you instead because this is your fault. You didn't tell me it was your birthday, and so we're definitely going on an ocean cruise instead. And I don't remember what's next because I'm so upset.
Yeah, I appreciate your emotional commitment, but you are out of here, Heather. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Wow. Whew. Yikes. That was
Yikes
we went on that ocean cruise together.
I feel like we were all on that cruise and maybe it was sinking.
Yeah. It was emotional.
Maybe. It was. But this is our last player for the bosses right now, if I am remembering correctly. So
you are correct.
Whew, good.
Simon. Correct.
This could be it. Now I'm going to take this suggestion of heavy lifting. Heavy lifting is your next suggestion.
Nice
and
job.
Susan, we're starting with you.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I will pick you up! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I will pick you up! We're doing the dirty dancing lift before we leave! Oh no! I will pick you up! We are doing the dirty dancing lift before we leave! If it's the last thing I do for this wedding rehearsal! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I will pick you up! We are doing the dirty dancing lift before I leave! If it's the last thing I do before this wedding rehearsal! Why? Because it's for love! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I will pick you up! We're doing the dirty dancing lift, and it's the last thing I do for this wedding rehearsal, and we are going to do this together because we love one another.
I'm sorry, Madeline, that was not word for word. You are out of here, and that is 5 points to the Silvers.
Ooh. That's right, folks. That is 5 points to the Silvers. The downtown Chicago bosses have 0 points. 0.
That's
well. That was
West
quite a
points.
call, Ref Simon, and you had to do it, and you did it.
I've got a reputation to uphold.
You do, and I enjoy it. I feel like you're doing a good job.
You too.
Hey, thanks. I'm the size of your thumb.
Cool. All right, Captain Pad, join me.
Ah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was. You did a good job.
Well,
yeah, we'll say so. What do you want to call now?
I'd like to challenge our team for the Team Choice round to the game of That's a Lie.
Ooh, okay, wonderful. So, for the game of That's a Lie, the red team's going to be doing a scene, but at any point, one of them might suspect someone else in the scene is telling a lie, and they'll accuse them of such, and that person will have to change the last thing they said. So to get them started, can I get a location where there's just like a bunch of stuff to do, like a dentist's office if you're me, or like a playground. See, it's personal. We like it. We're all here together having this joke about my decaying mouth.
At least it's your mouth that's decaying. That's the decaying part of your head and not like your brain.
That's true. There could be worse. Oh, gosh. What's
I took it too far.
Pawn shop is your suggestion for this game of That's a Lie. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Go.
All right. I don't know. Maybe $50? It's not a market for tubas.
I mean, Jim, I feel like we're paying too much at the end of the day. I know that you want a ska band. I want to be in a ska band, but maybe we should start with kazoos.
Kazoos? Kazoos?
Yeah.
Kazoos? That's a worthless instrument.
Oh, that is a lie.
You're right. I've always wanted to play a kazoo ever since I was a little child. But, I'm just scared. I don't know how to begin.
Well, I'll tell you. Santa brought you something, and it's a stocking full of kazoos.
Whoa!
Just for
Santa!
you.
What are you doing here?
Sorry, this is where I get all my presents before Christmas. It's super affordable. Half the
That's
time.
a lie.
You're right. Pawn shops are a total ripoff. They'll charge you top dollar for secondhand products.
Right.
But
Santa, have you considered going to Costco? I feel like that would be more affordable, and they've got those big jars of olives and pickles, which I feel like everyone enjoys.
everyone does enjoy those, and I do have a Costco membership.
Really?
See, there you go.
I don't have a Costco membership.
Oh, that's a lie.
You're right. I not only own this pawn shop, I own Costco.
Wait, we're sitting here debating whether or not we can afford tubas for a ska band, and you own Costco? Why don't you just sell tubas in Costco, Jerry?
You don't understand. It all goes to alimony. It's the worst deal I've ever made.
That's a lie.
You're right. I just am really bad at managing money. I don't know where it goes.
Look, as a mythological figure who can see what all people are doing, day or night, let me tell you, I've seen way worse deals. Don't be too down on yourself.
That's a lie.
You're right. I don't know what anyone's doing. I just look at names and make a judgment call on the spot.
What a...
So you mean it's been... I've been behaving my entire life on presents, and you've just been going through and going eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I just happened to get lucky?
But I have checked that list twice.
Okay. All right.
That checks
Check.
out. Yeah.
Checkmate, Santa. Checkmate.
Right. Look, we can't let this get out. Look, we all have a lot to lose here. Me, Santa Claus, you, the owner of Costco, and you, a potential ska band leader.
Thank you. I went to Juilliard, actually, so I really feel like I'm going to be able to stick this.
Juilliard?
That's the truth!
Yeah.
That's accurate. Do you want... I mean, I brought my diploma with me.
Oh, now that's a lie. That's a lie.
That's definitely a lie.
Actually tucked behind a stock photo of another family.
That's a lie.
It is actually folded into a messenger bag that my ex-girlfriend got me that I have not been able to get rid of because I'm sad.
Nope, that's a lie. You are not sad.
I'm not. You're absolutely right. I have been single and I am mingling and it is great. And when we start this band, I plan on being the romantic lead of every single rom-com based upon ska bands from here on out. But Santa, you need to join us because we need a man on the trombone.
And that's time. Santa, the man on the trombone.
Santa, the man on the trombone.
Someone make that a royalty-free song. I'd like to hear it.
Sliding down the chimney on the trombone. I just wrote it. You're welcome.
No, perfect. I love it. 10 out of 10 would listen to it
Sliding
between
on
matches.
the trombone and the chimney. All right. Anyway, that was a great game of That's a
It
Lie.
it was a very good game of That's a Lie. So keep that in your brain, fans at home, because you're going to vote on it momentarily. But first, we have to see this from the bosses. So Captain Marilette, join me.
Hey there. Hi.
Oh,
How's
hey.
it going?
Oh, it's pretty good. How about you?
I'm great. We're losing, but I'm good.
Hey, anything could happen.
Anything.
The day is young.
It is.
Did you put your mind to it?
Yeah,
that's correct.
Just, go for it. If you miss, you'll be amongst rocks or something.
Exactly. Yeah. The stars are just a slam dunk away. So what would you like
Space
to
Jam.
call in this next round?
You know what? I had such a tough time trying to choose a game to combat that game. So I think we need to come up with some new stuff to combat that. So I would like to play Instamatic Game-O-Matic.
Okay. Field your team.
Team!
So for this, in the chat, just start throwing out initials. Like mine are SC. So throw out some in the little chit chat there. And what's going to happen is that the bosses are going to present a brand new game for you here tonight. And then you're going to vote on which one you want to see. And you will see it here for the first and maybe last time. So let's take a look-see at your initials. Oh, look how wonderful all of these are. Those are some wonderful initials. Okay, let's, let's do G-O. G-O are your initials. G-O. Wonderful. So since this was Captain's Choice, Marilette, tell us about your G-O game.
Okay, so this game is called Glamour Ogres. It's about ogres who have been given. It's a reality show where ogres are given makeovers, and you see their transformation.
I love that. Wonderful. Heather, what's your G-O game?
Oh, this classic. I'm sure everyone is familiar with the game of Get That Ostrich. It's a show you might see on the Discovery Channel or Animal Planet, where we're talking about the wildlife, the local wildlife in Africa. But then all of a sudden, an ostrich escapes whenever you blow your whistle. And we have to untether and run around until you blow your whistle again, which means we have caught the ostrich and can continue our talk show.
Oh, yeah. We all know that game. Absolutely. And Rob, tell me about yours.
Sure, this game I just made up on the spot. It's called Get Out. So what happens is the three of us are going to be doing a scene. At any point, Cynthia can yell at one of us to get out of here. And then we have to leave. And then we'll try to get back into the scene. But then Cynthia can either let us in or say, get out! So she can just keep kicking us out no matter what.
Okay.
Oh, I like that one.
I like those. Those are all very good. We would be blessed, #blessed, to see any of these games. But now it's up to you. Hashtag. So vote. Cynthia, is there a poll?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So the ostrich one.
Yep.
Ogres, ostrich.
Get
and,
out.
Get out. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Perfect.
I was just so enthralled.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, everyone. Vote for the one you like. That's right. Get that poll. Click on that current poll.
Click
You
the
know?
poll.
If you want to, because it's
Yeah.
gonna end in.
Ostrag.
It's ending soon, so watch out, everyone.
Yeah, this is close.
Boom,
This is
there
a
it
close
is.
one. Wow.
Ooh, close. But Get Out. It looks like Get Out was the winner.
Get Out is the winner. So,
Fine
Rob,
choice.
if you could explain that the official rules one more time, and we'll go from there.
Great. So we'll be doing a scene. And at any point, Cynthia can just yell. It doesn't have to be in character or anything. It's just her. Yell at us to get out. And then we leave. And then we can try to get back into the scene. And either Cynthia will let us or she'll tell us to get out.
Okay. Wonderful. So for the game of Get Out, let's get a party type that you would go to. You know, a party type.
Simon, have you been to a party?
No.
Not in a year, probably.
I've wanted to for years, but I've never been.
Simon, the next time I have a party, you're coming.
You're my next +1, baby.
Yeah,
You're my next
absolutely.
+1.
You're all too kind.
Come on,
You're
bro.
all so
There's
kind.
all sorts of great.
I want to get you to the party type.
Simon.
I just don't. I want to go to every type. Okay. Ah, gosh. Rave is your suggestion.
Great.
Rave is your suggestion.
Good job,
Players,
Osnog.
go.
I feel like I'm just really sweaty.
That's part of it. You gotta like soak it in.
Yeah. And when you're feeling dehydrated, just soak up sweat from other people.
Just
Heather,
let
get
it-
out.
Just let it all absorb. Just let it all absorb in you, and then you clear it out.
Listen, Hector, I'm just a sponge for everyone's sweat. I'm gonna take it all in because I am doing new things because my sister is not right about me.
That is correct, Helen. Your sister is wrong, and you are correct. You need to be here with us.
You're right.
Maybe.
Marilette, get out.
I gotta go pee.
She's gotta go. Feel it. Can I be honest with you? Hey, DJ, can I level with you? I don't think she has it for this rave.
Nope.
Her sister is correct about her.
Yeah, yes.
Heather, get out.
There's a whole room where people are just in soap. They're just covered in soap.
Just go and
get out.
But oh god, it's
go
so
soak with them. I'm feeling this. Oh! I wish I remembered my glow sticks.
I brought you a towel.
Heather, get out.
Don't need it.
I love you.
Oh, really?
Rob, get out.
I can't handle this.
I knew it. Oh my god. Jasmine was right. I should never talk about my feelings out loud.
You doing all right?
Heather, get out.
No, I can't. Weird DJ signal. I can't. DJ
Oh, that was a
Santa
treat.
sliding in on the trombone.
Oh,
Okay, yeah,
boy.
that was great, wasn't it? Those were
That
two
was
great
pretty
games.
good. It was good.
Should we vote on those now?
Yeah, I mean, let's boom, polls right there. Boom, there it is.
Oh,
So yeah, I mean,
yeah.
vote,
Now
I guess, right?
who's gonna get these next 5 points, fans? Who's it gonna be? Get Out? That's a lie. Both wonderful games.
Yeah, and I'm ending that poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, what?
That's what's a tie. Well, I guess that's 5 points to each team.
That's what you wanted, loyal fans. You asked for that.
Goodness, that's
Democracy.
yeah. But now
So that
everybody's
makes
on the board.
the score: the Silvers 10 points, the Downtown Chicago Bosses 5 points. Back to you, Ref Simon.
Thanks, announcer Cynthia.
That was
All
my
right.
announcer voice.
This is my ref voice. Anyhow, let's get the captains back to the screen. Okay. That was a competitive round. The fans couldn't even choose because they were both so good.
Well, we heard that they were coming to play tonight, so we're trying to dish out what we can.
Yeah, consider it dished.
You know what?
And so,
The important thing here is that our team still won.
kind of, it's pretty much just kept it. It's the same.
Yeah, if we were talking about math, it would be.
Yeah.
I mean, Osnog knows about
not-
math out
Yep.
in the chats.
Anyhow, the fact of the matter is now we have to play another game to maybe see if it's going to be a tie or more of a lead or, there is some such thing. So, Captain Madeline, what would you like to call?
Oh, we would like to play the game of movie pitch, please.
Oh. Pat, how do you feel?
I feel pretty good about that one. Let's do it.
All right, great. Everybody come to the screen, please. So from you in the chat right now, I need oodles and oodles and oodles of suggestions, but I'll tell you what, they need to be either TV shows or movies that don't exist. So that could be like, whose pants are these? Or that sandwich looks delicious. But you'll come up with better ones than those, I'm sure of it. So throw those on into the chat, and I will call on players individually, and they're going to have to give me a 1 to 2 sentence movie pitch based on that fake title. And if I hear one that I like and want to, maybe test out, see if I want to greenlight it, I'll call on that player, and we'll see a little scene from that movie or TV show. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So let's see. You've got some great things here in the chat. So we're going to start with the movie Jam Party. Players, are you ready for the game of movie pitch?
Yes.
All right. Excellent. Heather.
Listen up, Hollywood. All the Smuckers are getting together for one big pajama party.
Sounds good. Vinny.
Oh boy, Jam Party is a TV show, a game show where you put your Spotify playlist up for the world to judge you.
Rob.
Okay, listen up, bucko. My pitch is we get every jam band we have in the world, put them all together, and we let them play till they're tired. And it's a documentary.
Sounds silly, Pat.
Oh, everyone's stuck in traffic, but that doesn't mean we can't have fun.
Let's see it.
All right, this is great.
All right, that's enough. We've seen enough of that. Let's get another suggestion. How about The Kids Can't Be Wrong? They can't be wrong. All right, and we're going to start with Madeline.
Great. This is a film about children who are made to participate in game shows, and if they lose, then all of their family's prosperity is lost.
Oh, Susan.
Picture it. Jimmy finds a magic eraser, and now he can't ever be wrong at math. What happened?
What does happen? Rob.
Okay, listen up, Chucko. Here's the pitch. We got a couple of kids. They see a murder, but they're terrified they can't say anything. But the kids can't be wrong.
Okay, yeah, let's see it.
All right, kids, you saw some horrible things, and I just want you to, whatever you say to me, you're not wrong, okay?
Listen, we know how this works. We squeal, and then you put us away for life. I ain't saying nothing to nobody.
No.
I'm thinking about speaking up because I know my rights.
Yeah, I taught you both well as your dad judge.
Okay. Stay tuned for more. The next movie is The Runaway Hippo. Pat.
Julia Roberts leaves another one at the altar, and this time it's a zookeeper.
I see it.
Sounds good, sounds good. Heather.
Aw, listen up, Hollywood. In this sequel to Madagascar, it's just about the hippos.
Yeah. That one. Let's see it.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to. I'm gonna run away.
Look at her go. I'll stay here in the lake. What are hippos in? Ponds? Yeah.
Okay. That's enough of that one. That's this one is just called Llama. Just called Llama. All right, Madeline.
Llama. It is an animated tale that takes place in the beautiful country of Peru, and it follows the story of a little llama who needs to find courage and travels across Peru and picks up other companions along the way.
Beautiful. Vinny.
Llama, winner of the Academy Award for Best Foreign Feature, follows two revolutionaries as they drag themselves tooth and nail away from the battlegrounds to find their mother.
Wow. That sounds heavy.
It is.
Hey, Hollywood. In this alien-inspired sci-fi movie, a llama interacts with Sigourney Weaver.
Fantastic, Susan.
Picture it, Llama, a rom-com where an alpaca farmer meets a llama. Will it be love or will it just be spit and wool? Who knows?
I want to find out. Let's watch.
Jeremy, I just don't know what to do with all the mittens you've given me.
And that's the game. Wow.
I already got that pull up there, Simon.
Oh, right. You're so fast. You're quick like a little squirrel chasing after like a donut in a parking lot.
That's right. And like those donuts are the points, so everyone get them in. All right.
Because this could change some things about the match if you vote right now.
That's right. And I'm gonna end this pretty soon. You know, as the squirrel, I feel like my cheeks are almost full of donut. I'm gonna do that in 5.
You almost had enough donut. And you know what? People are really taking advantage of those channel points right now.
They are, which I turned on. You're welcome, everyone. And boom, there it is. Ooh, what up now, boss?
Up by 4 points on that one. Almost another tie, which would have been
sad.
Dumb. Yeah, or sad. Also bad. But instead, we have a clear victor.
That's
5
right.
points to the bosses.
The score is now bosses 10, silvers 10. That's my announcing voice. Back to you, Ref Simon.
All right, thank you, Cynthia, for that scoring update. All right, now we are at a tie. And we now need to decide who is going to win this match. Who is taking home the marbles? I don't know. Captains, it's the 6 things round. Who are you each sending out to bring home those marbles?
I believe we are going to send out our most fiercest marble catcher. That's Heather.
That's true.
Ooh, get those marbles. Bye-bye.
And the red team is going to send out our famous secret weapon, Susan Harmon.
Bye-bye, Susan.
Me. All right, wonderful. So now for the game of 6 things. Oh boy, even more suggestions. Get those little typing fingies ready to go. Cynthia grabbed some suggestions at the top of activities, and now, we're gonna fill those in with some other things, because this is a guessing game, and it's gonna be wild. So Cynthia, what is the first activity?
The first activity, Simon, is making snow angels.
How precious. So in the chat, if you could give me something humongous, like wouldn't fit in a house. It's too big. And if you could also give me your favorite tasty snack, that's what I want to know.
Ooh, I'm also interested in those things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, love it. So the snow that you are laying in is a wrecking ball.
Yes.
And because I've seen several people suggest it, your arms are Cheetos.
Oh, delicious.
Mm-hmm. So as you can see, if you're unfamiliar, we're taking regular aspects of the things and we're turning them into wacky replacements. So Cynthia, could you get some stuff for thing number 2, please?
Yes, thing number 2 is walking in the snow. Now, loyal fans, I want you to give me 2 people that really go well together, like Sonny and Cher, or Will and Jada Pinkett Smith.
Well, they did it one time.
They did, and put those in the Twitch chat. And then I also would love for you to give me 2 foods that don't go well together. All right. Ooh, great. Oh, cute. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. That's cute. I'm not taking it, but it's cute. Ooh, Bob Hope and Bing Crosby. Bob Hope and Bing Crosby are going to be the legs. So the legs are Bob Hope and Bing Crosby. Sorry. And your this is perfect. And your boots. This one's Trixie, but I feel like these 2 can do it because we got it from 2 people. The boots that you are putting on your feet to walk in the snow are orange juice and toothpaste. So the boots are orange juice and toothpaste.
Toothpaste, something I could have used more of to prevent several dental visits.
Right.
Now, what is... Oh, go ahead.
And I was going to say item number 3, Simon. I bet you're wondering what that activity is.
Yeah.
It's shoveling snow. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
so many
there's a theme.
snow-centric activities. So we're shoveling snow. So please give me like a national landmark, like the Bean or, things like that. And also give me just the silliest cartoon animal you can think of. Like Bullwinkle. He's pretty silly.
Yeah. No, that's not so good. Sorry.
I mean, I don't remember what he sounds like.
Benny. This one is Benny.
Good, yes, I think that's accurate. So we are going to say that, oh gosh, I forgot how you shovel snow. There's a shovel involved. Typically speaking. So the shovel is going to be the St. Louis Arch.
Yes, it is.
I need you to stop that. And then the let's see, your driveway is going to be Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's cute.
That's great. Great suggestion, Soil fans.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so thing number 4 is, guess what? It's snow. Scraping snow off your car. You're welcome. Loyal fans, what I would love for you to do is to give me an item that's fantasy, like a fantasy animal, Yeah. So type in a little fantasy animal there. Mm-hmm. And then also go ahead and type in your favorite author. That's right. Authors, they write books. You read them. It's fun.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Ooh, yes. Nessie. We are taking Nessie from Loch Ness, and your car is indeed Nessie. So the car is Nessie. And your car scraper is JD Salinger. JD Salinger is the scraper.
Oh yeah, we all know that person.
They're an author.
Great.
We'll learn. We'll learn. All right, and the next activity is drinking hot cocoa.
In the snow?
I mean, if you want.
Okay. I just wanted to check because it's the only not snow-specific activity. So for this one, let me get something that costs a lot of money and something that costs no money whatsoever.
Oh, I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I thought of that one and I was like,
thing.
that's a good question.
That's a thinker. I'm
Boom, go get out of here. Oh boy. Let's see.
Ooh.
Very good. Yeah. A lot of free things.
Yeah.
Less.
I read sectional couch as sacramental couch. That was my eyes just being wrong.
So let's see. So the hot chocolate itself is a Tesla.
Ooh, yeah, it is.
And let's see. And then the marshmallows, the little marshmallows in the hot chocolate are time. They're time.
Oh, that's great. All right, and the last activity is watching an old movie about snow.
Yeah.
And loyal fans, I want you to tell me something that you collected as a child. Maybe it was an accidental collection, like you said you liked something once and then everyone gifted that thing to you. And also your favorite holiday candy. That's right, your favorite holiday candy. Oh boy. Okay, bruises. Oh boy. Here we go. Ooh, that's right. Porcelain masks. Thank you, Delgo the dwarf. All right, so for watching an old movie, the old movie itself is porcelain masks. So creepy. So creepy. And the eyes, your eyes, yes, are Cadbury eggs. The eyes that you are watching this movie with are Cadbury eggs.
I love that. So while we finish up typing everything and getting it squared away, what's about to happen is that Heather and Susan are going to have to get us all of these activities and all of their replacements, but that would be super easy if you could just talk about it. So instead, they only have 2 tools at their disposal. Their teams can only provide the clues using mime and gibberish, a completely made-up language. To make this even more difficult, there's only a minute and a half on the clock for each activity. Now, if one team doesn't get it correct at the end of that minute and a half, the other team can potentially steal, which is spicy. Now, what else you need to know is that things 1 through 4 are worth 5 points apiece. I almost said a peach. They're not.
Ooh, okay,
5
Pat,
points.
get that peach back. Oh, that was a pear. Never mind. Continue.
Different fruit, same amount of points. And things 5 and 6 are each worth 10 points apiece. Now, it's anybody's match. Truly, anything could happen. Blue team, you will be responsible for things 1, 3, and 5. Red team, you've got 2, 4, and 6. I think that's just about everything that they need to know in regards to the rules. Cynthia, did you get me those things?
I believe, hold on. I can get you those things in a hot second, Simon. A hot second. But we I did do the right thing and get our players back. I sure did.
That's good. No, I mean, there's a lot of things happening right now.
All right, here we go. I can do that for you right about Right about now. Oh shoot! I almost got it. I just missed it.
It's okay.
Sorry, Jason.
It's all right.
Sorry, Simon.
No, it's okay.
Here we go.
Someone has them somewhere.
There it is.
Perfect. I love it.
Great. And it is all yours, baby.
Love that. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Players are back, and I believe, do we have our minute and a half on the clock ready to rumble for thing number one?
Yes, we sure do. That's a yes.
Love that. Perfect. Also good. Ready to go. Okay, so blue team, first activity, first minute and a half. Players for the game of 6 things, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, go.
Oh,
One minute.
Scabba, Scott, fwa! Scabba, Scabba, oh, skunk, Scabba,
Okay, wow.
There are 42 seconds left.
That's so speedy. Heather, what are you doing?
I'm making a snow angel, but the snow is wrecking balls, and my arms are Cheetos.
Holy crap, that is correct. That's 5 things for the bosses, putting them in the lead for the first time tonight.
Wow, there's a first time for everything.
There is. All right, let's get activity number 2 up, and let's get our red team ready to party. Okay, 5 points on the line again, minute and a half, and begin.
Libera sebe subra. Oh, si, scapu. Jubra. Magazure.
Muskana?
Oh, skibra seba. Hi.
Niska, nuska, neska?
Kabaduska be. Libera gasebara. Sibras.
Sabata, Kasaba, Scabada, Skibada,
1 minute.
Scabada, yeah, Safa Saka, Scafwa, Scapa Sakata, so tick, 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 oh, Scabada, Scafota. Scafada.
Oh, Zigra.
Yeah, Scababa.
30 seconds.
Iskaba, subaragasa, sibara, thunk, e thunk, si duskebe, kibra, sibra, subra, thunk, si, subara, me subra,
10 seconds.
Sibra, me oso,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's time.
Okay, the time has expired. Susan, tell me what you're doing.
I'm walking in a winter wonderland. My right leg is Bob Hope. My left leg is Bing Crosby, not Frank Sinatra. And my shoes are the high-powered Listerine that's super alcoholic that you can get via prescription that burns your tongue.
Oh, if only. That was a very, very good guess. Heather, you just need to tell me what the shoes are. But tell me everything else. But that's...
Okay.
Yeah, let's make sure you're paying attention.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm walking in a winter wonderland. But my legs are Bob Hope and Bing Crosby, and my shoes, those aren't snow boots, they are fluoride.
Tooth related, strangely enough. That was both very good guesses, but it was orange juice and toothpaste were your boots.
You was right.
Yum.
Wasn't that good? That was a good
Yeah.
suggestion.
It was. Good job, Cynthia. And
Okay,
great
you
job,
know,
both of you.
Great
but
job
no
to
points.
the loyal fans.
Yes, also that. But now we are moving on to activity number 3. This is for the bosses yet. Again, new minute and a half on the clock. Go.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ting, ting. Ika saraba. Ika saraba.
Ding, ding, ding. Hadi, hadi kita fancies.
Oh, Ika saraba. Ah, Ika saraba.
Skabba tunk 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 cha 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 ba 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 fa skabba ba 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 frap fa bam fa ba 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 boop skabba ba boop boop skabba ba 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 skabba ba ba skabba ba skabba ba 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 skabba ba skabba ba skabba yeah skabba ba skabba yeah skabba
Click. For the good. Oh,
30 seconds.
I take a second. Hey, what did you get? I take a shit about it. Wow. I take a eat it, dig. Wait, take a shake it. Bet. I shake it. We take a jigger.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is time.
Time's done.
Oh yeah. It's cool.
So Heather,
I got
tell
this.
me what's up.
I am shoveling snow, but my shovel is Australia, and my snowplow truck is Blue's Clues.
You are shoveling snow,
Cool.
so I'll give you that.
Thank you.
But I won't give you anything else. So Susan, you have the opportunity to steal. Tell me what's happening.
I'm gonna rip it right out of their hands because Heather was shoveling snow. The shovel itself was the St. Louis Arch, and the sidewalk upon which she is shoveling is the dog from Homeward Bound if he had dyed his hair pink and was too nervous to go home.
Well, that's kind of true.
Yeah, sort of.
That's,
I mean,
that's
in a
it,
sense,
exactly, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's exactly it.
Incredible, just word for word. No, you were shoveling snow. The shovel was the St. Louis Arch, and the driveway was Courage, the cowardly dog.
Okay.
Heard of it.
It sure wasn't Bullwinkle.
It wasn't. It was not.
Great.
Neither was that, Cynthia. So now we're moving on to thing number 4, which is for the red team. So the minute and a half starts now.
Safusaka, Safara click, Kuchunk, Sabra Fuarada, Scavara, Scafwa, Scavora, Shing, Safuakata, Savara,
Hinkara, honkara, hankara?
Oh, Scavara, Sazaza, so the Kokunk, Shikokokunk, Scavora, Scafwabara, Tink, 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 tink.
Tinkada, chinkada, 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 chinkada?
Scavwasa, Saza, honk, Safa, Sabara.
Kibra. Sisamana. Sibra. Oh, Rekus Rekurupa Shigegara.
He's gonna have her. He's gonna have her.
Versus Bluesy. Scavara.
Oh, it's going to brrr. Shikunk. Scavra, Fuaqua.
30 seconds.
Scavra, tick, 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 tick. Scavra, foop. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, Scavra. Oh, Savoie. Saha. Savoie. Oh, Scavoie, baba. Hey, Scavra, foop. Poop.
10 seconds.
Just gonna
Okay.
Ooh, there are 5 seconds left.
5 seconds if you need them, Susan. Tell me what you're doing.
Oh, I'm de-icing my car, and my car is everyone's favorite cryptid, Nessie, and the scraper is JD Salinger.
You know what? I'm going to take that. That is pretty much it. So that's 5 points to the red team. Back to a tie. So it's still a tie.
I didn't think that would work.
Way to keep it epic, folks.
Yeah, this one's down to the wire, really and truly. 20 points left on the table, though, so it's still anybody's match. Anything can happen in these last 2 rounds because we're entering our 10-point rounds.
I mean, this could be just a big old time.
Yeah, so activity 5, blue team, you are up and your time begins. Meow.
Oh, God. Oh, Scabba, boink, 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 boink. Scabba. Yeah, scabba.
One minute.
Scabba, squeaky, boom, scabba, squeaky, fa, scabba, tick, 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 yeah, scabba. Yeah, scabba, oh. Yeah, scabba.
Okay.
35 seconds left.
That's plenty of time, Heather. Tell me what you're doing.
I am drinking hot chocolate. My hot chocolate is a Ferrari. And my marshmallows are the beginning of time.
Okay, so you are drinking hot chocolate. You need to your cocoa's on the right track, but not quite there, and you are far too specific on the marshmallows. So you have 35 seconds to clean this up. Go.
Scabba, tick, 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 scabba,
That's time. That is time. You're done.
Okay, that's all the time. Heather, tell me everything.
Okay, I'm drinking that hot cocoa. My marshmallows are time. And my cocoa is a race car.
Ah, so close yet again. Incorrect, though. Susan, you have the opportunity to steal.
I want these delicious points as much as I want a delicious cup of cocoa, which I'm drinking. My marshmallows are time, and the cocoa itself is a Tesla.
That's correct.
Shot into space.
That is correct. That's
Space
10
car.
points to the Silvers. But it's okay. It's all right. We could end back in a tie here in just a moment. Anything could happen. One thing remains for the red team. 1.5 minutes on the clock. Your time starts. Meow.
Sì, sì, bravo. Sì, scabu. Oh, sì, bravo. Sì, bravo.
C'est vrai, hop, hop, hop. Oh, ça fois, car, ça fois, ba. So, ça fois, fois. Scaffoir. Sabra. Skibra. Sapa, sapa, da, 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 sa, sapa, Scaffoir. Kink. Skibra. Kink. Skabara. Over the. Tink, 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 tink.
Tink, tink, tink. Ziskara, tink, tink. Floosh.
Sabara! Karaba! Sabara!
Ibara, skebus,
30 seconds.
Blinkera.
Tibra, hunk, sukre, me, nam 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 nam, subra se, ubra, me skaboo, Tibra, se ubra, Iskaba, kabarusu, ahabarabaga.
Oh, you have 4 seconds remaining.
4 seconds. Susan, tell me what you
Yeah,
got.
I'm watching a movie in the olden days, and my eyeballs are Cadbury cream eggs because they're delicious and bring everyone joy. And the movie itself are those creepy like porcelain masks that people will hang on their wall.
Oh my god.
That's the thing. That's the thing. That's 10 additional points to the
That makes it
Silvers.
for Bosses 15, the Silvers 35.
Wow. So that means the Silvers win. The Silvers
The
win.
Silvers win.
All right.
Right. Loyal fans, can you believe it? You sat here for so long to see a barn burner, and a barn did burn, but hours ago. This is going to be Bosses 15, the Silvers 35. Let's give it up for our bosses. That's right, Heather Scholl, Rob Gabrowski, and Marilet Martinez as the captain. And let's also give it up to our Bronzeville Silvers. That's right, with Vinny Tangerlini, Susan Harmon, the guessing queen, and Captain Patrick Connolly. And let's also give a hand to our referee, Simon Collier. Let's also give it up to Ryan Mira, who was on the keys all night long, and our stage manager, Jason Geis. And I want to say thank you to all of you. My name is Cynthia Knack. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got shows on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday, on, a day that ends in day. And please check us out for our Twitch-a-thon. That would be all up on New Year's Eve. And we have additional shows throughout the week for your holiday festivities, for your eyes to watch. So keep an eye on us. Thanks for joining us. And everyone, you know what? Have a great night. Thanks, Comedy Sports loyal fans. See you next time.
All right. Hello,